The Chicago Bears knock off the Super Bowl champion Eagles 24-15, I believe, 24-15. They just keep doing it. They keep doing it. The doubters, the naysayers, they proving them all wrong. We're going to break down the entire game right after this. All right. Look, fellas, mixed it. You could, I'll unmute you. I had muted you. But look, fellas, 9-3, number one in the division. The Chicago Bears. This is another team that you beat with a winning record, and not just a winning record. This is the Super Bowl champion Eagles. You are now number 2 seed in the NFC conference. Look, if you're tuning in right now to the Black Bear Podcast, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces. We go live twice a week, people. Twice a week, Wednesday nights, and post-game shows after every single game. This show right here is about to be a good one, an epic one.
Love it.
I'm your host, Mark Rod, with my co-host in the building, Chef West to the right of me. And the rookie might get a ring in his first season.
Yeah, let's get it.
Marcus motherfucking mixed it. Look.
What up, bro?
Grimy, appreciate you jumping in here. Hey, we finna get going. It's finna be a good show.
Yes,
light up the chat.
Light it up. Get in here.
TP.
Keep
the same energy. Y'all have something going. Absolutely.
Hey, TP, you see us. Yes,
we gonna kick it off like this. Y'all know how we do.
Believe us.
We got great, not so great coming up. We gonna listen to Coach speak. We gonna listen to Caleb speak. All of that. Y'all know how we doing these post-game shows, but we kicking it off like this. Initial thoughts of this game, and I'm gonna start this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and
as you should.
I'm gonna mute y'all both for this one. The Chicago Bears have been doubted at every fucking turn in this season. We had a 4-game win streak. The doubt. You ain't beat a team. You ain't beat nobody. Now you are on a 5-game win streak. You knock off the Steelers. Okay, it's Mason Rudolph. You beat down Dallas Cowboys, who are beating teams that are quote-unquote contenders. Caleb Williams, the heat and pressure that's on this kid coming from last season, the doubt, and this is not just from the outside, people. This is within the Chicago Bears fan base. The doubt from not just Caleb, this entire team. You are limping right now. You are without 3 or 4 starting defensive linemen. You are without both of your starting linebackers. We got dudes come. We got some help back. We got some help back with Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon. But this team is far from healthy, far from perfect, and you're getting the job done. We talked about it. We looked at the schedule, the next 5 games. We talked to some Vikings fans. We looked at the next 5 games, and we sat here and said none of those teams look scary. Just because the namesake, that's all they were going off. Namesake, the Philadelphia Eagles, the name sounds scary. But when you actually watch the football games of these teams, it does not. They don't scare you. They should not scare you. Now, let me say this, and I'm going to take a victory lap here. This is really why I wanted to mute y'all. And please hit the comment, put those comments up. I called this out, and I said it at the beginning of the season, before the season started. Your fucking identity is running the football. I preached it. Yes, Caleb Williams is what he is. He's number 1 overall draft pick. He's a very talented quarterback. You got a lot of weapons out there on the perimeter. You went and paid for this offensive line, this interior of the offensive line, who had a hell of a game. And we're going to praise them all throughout the show. But I said it continuously. Fuck what people want to say about Caleb. Fuck what I got to say about Caleb. The identity of this goddamn football team is running the football. And people who are fans of this show, you know I've been preaching, I've been beating this dead horse. Trench play and running the football. They did it again today against one of the best defensive teams in the league. Ben Johnson, look, I think I said not last week, but the week before that. Ben Johnson, to me, is a better, listen to me, fellas, he is a better head coach than he is an offensive coordinator at this point in time, in my opinion. When we were hiring and interviewing Ben Johnson, everybody was wondering how will he be as a head coach? You know what I mean? Like, yes, he can play call. He can put his face into his play sheet and, call a good football game. But how will you be leading men in this locker room? Dude, when y'all see this post-game locker room celebration, I don't know if y'all seen it yet. It's amazing. It's amazing. But aren't all of them? The identity of this team, not just now, going forward, and I'm going to elaborate a little bit later in the show, run the goddamn football. I know I was blowing y'all fellas' phone up today, but I was not playing. I wasn't fucking around. And as soon as he started to do it, again, boom, again, boom, again, boom, every single time. The Chicago Bears are best when they are running the football. Number 2 seed in the NFC. You just knocked off the Super Bowl champion Eagles. Fellas, and I'm going to let y'all in here. We can start talking Super Bowl. We can start talking fucking Super Bowl.
Yes, we did. Yep.
That is what I had to say. I just wanted to go on a little rant right there. Give myself a little pat on the back.
Oh, y'all can hear me now? Oh, it's the other part.
I'm muted.
I know I was clicking into the chats for you and just putting everybody up here because we love all of y'all in the chats. Don't believe it. We try to read all y'all, put y'all up here, talk to y'all. Like I said, Mixed It used to be in the chats. Now he at the table.
What
go ahead, Mixed It.
Go
ahead, Mixed It.
You want me to go next?
It's a statement.
Yeah.
It is a statement. And
I can't stop.
We not playing. Like, this not a game. This is not a joke. This team is serious. We can make some serious noise regardless of, they gonna still talk. Remember I asked y'all fellas, what will a win against the Eagles do for the view of this team in the national media or even local? What will it do? We all agree, like, they still gonna hate. You know what I mean? They still gonna find something to talk about.
They do. You right, Mark. Rob, you so right. I can't wait for this week to hear.
You play football like that? That's football.
Liars. I said it. How y'all like having a football team, Chicago? How the fuck y'all like having a football team, Chicago? But you got to mix it. Go ahead. Get your whole first thoughts on the team.
Jump in there.
Yeah, I was just going to say this game is kind of what I've been asking for since like the third or fourth game when we talked about it and what this run game could do. We seen, I want to say Kyle Monangai get 3 carries in one game, and it was sub 30 because he took that one tackle where he just kept breaking tackles, but he lost yards on that play. And I was just like, if he breaking tackles like that, I need to start seeing this 1-2 punch come to life. And today they did whatever they wanted to do the whole game. We just watched our number 1 and our number 2 both combined for over 250 yards rushing. And I've been saying that's the key to the game for me. Run the ball and have Caleb throw less. I don't want to see Caleb throwing 38 passes a game. I want to see Caleb make the most out of 25. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see our run game be consistent. What our run game was today with 2 people was what the Eagles want in Saquon Barkley, and they couldn't have it. So I think that was a statement win, and that was the win that everybody was talking about. Go beat a team that's a winning team, and go beat a team and beat them by more than 1 score or 1 point or a field goal. We did both, and we did it to the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's time to talk real football now.
All right, I hear you, man. Hey, Mixed It, man. You so technical with what you be saying a lot. Like, yo, technical. I know you watch and you look at it and you look at the stats and all the graphics. And I'm just going back. Hey, Mark, I'm gonna go back to the old West. We won. We're winners. We are winners, chicken dinners, right? I'm gonna get into the technical part of it. Let me get my West out of my body real quick. My team looks so good. Our team, Chicago, looks so good, and it wasn't great. Don't get me wrong, but what is it? Is it good, better, great? Right? That's a chant, right? They
Good,
was
better, best.
good, better, best. They was really fucking good because they was right in the middle of that motherfucker. We took down the Super Bowl champion Chicago. We did that, and like you just said, mixed it. Yeah, ran the ball. That's what we were supposed to do. That's what we were supposed to do. Caleb Williams spread the ball around. I seen an interception, a sack, 1-1. All right, cool. Get that. It's football. I understand. We made their defensive line look obsolete.
Yeah.
We made the ones, remember, because let's go back, football fans, to the Super Bowl, right? What did they do to Patrick Mahomes? They destroyed Kansas City, as Mark Robb say, in the trenches. They destroyed the fuck out Kansas City in the trenches, and that's why they won the Super Bowl last year.
Mm-hmm.
We took that shit and we said, hold on. As we say, as we said about, hold my beer. No, like almost like I said, the one sack, good, cool, I fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's fine. That's football. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not expecting them, that the Super Bowl champions, to not do nothing. But Zach Bond did what? Phillips did what? If y'all don't watch football, you don't watch the Eagles. Cooper DeJean, I think that's his name. Iowa cornerback did what? Did absolutely fucking almost nothing. Give me some Luther Burden. Give me some Roma Dunze. That's me, 15 all day. Give me some DJ Moore. Give me some 25. Give me some Manungai. Give me some Swift. Y'all talk about Sonic and Knuckles and all that shit. Give me 4. Give me 2-5. I'll put my money on 4 and 2-5. Give me this fucking team. Mark Robb put it in the text. Oh, Ben Johnson. Hey, look, okay. Huh. Can't win every single down. This team went up and stayed up. Right? Remember, everybody questioned Caleb on our team and said, oh, well, y'all have 5 games this season. Well, y'all had to come back. We went up on the Super Bowl champions. We stayed up in front of them, and we held them up with no starting linebackers again.
Yeah, I think what you just said is a big thing. Like, I think this was the last way that we needed to show that we could win in terms of what people been challenging us as a team. Like, we showed that we can come back and win. We showed that we can win in close games in a dogfight. But everybody been looking for us to have that win where we just go out and kind of have our way with a game, and a team got to be clawing back to beat us, and they don't.
Mix it. I think we did it. I think we did. And I know, it's still some improvement that could happen.
Yeah, and
I'm not gonna say that. Yeah, I know.
I texted both of y'all before the game, and I just said, like, man, like, it's the 8-3 Eagles Super Bowl champs versus the 8-3 new regime of the Bears. Like, everybody been questioning us, and like, what other way could you want it, bro? Like,
hey,
like, you gotta go get this one.
Hey, Mixer, like you said, Nashawn Wright is no longer called a backup. The Bears are no longer called new regime. We are a contender.
Yeah, this team is here
in
now.
The Shield. This is we are fucking contenders. I don't care what.
Yeah.
I don't care. We are here. Knock knock. Guess who's there? Chicago Bears. We're there. I feel like we're there more than the Ravens, the Bills. Like they I think that is called novelty with Allen and what's the name? The quarterback, not running back, but for the Ravens. Lamar. Novelty shit. I seen this team, and I ain't giving nobody name on the back of their jersey more credit than I give the Chicago Bears entire football team. That includes the coaching staff too. Dan Rochard. They put Dan Rochard on the TV and said, "Look how these motherfuckers." I text you. What did I say? Mix it. I text you. I said, "Move a bitch. Move a bitch out the fucking way." I said that in the first quarter. Move those motherfuckers. They moved them bitch ass niggas out the way. Jalen Carter. All right. Am I wrong?
Look, we got some good footage from the locker room. I'm gonna play it right away because it's crazy.
Move them. We won your favorite thing, Mark. We won the trenches.
You gotta watch.
We won those trenches.
Listen to this, people. Can y'all see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
This is crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Ben Johnson, locker room.
Hell yeah! Man, I'm so proud of you guys. We took a short week. You took no shortcuts. We talked about the team that made more mistakes is going to lose that game. You guys didn't do it. You played your best ball for 60 minutes. Well done. Well done. All right, hey, there's a number of performances here that we got to talk about, but I'm only going to give out 2 game balls right now, all right? Give me the first one. Listen, this guy really should have had it for the last 3 weeks, and I've been wrong. I've been wrong, all right? But Shawnee,
Is my mic on? My bad.
I appreciate all y'all. The organization, polls, everybody that allowed me to come here and do what I do best. And I appreciate y'all. I love y'all.
Ball player.
And like KB said, this only matter from this point forward. So let's keep it going.
Keep going, man. We got a couple backs that ran their asses off today. But let me tell you something. It does not get done without this offensive line. Yo, man. Let's try to put it on our back. That's how we want it. Hey. Let's enjoy this one, man. Let's get ready. Green Bay. Let's do it. Hold on. I know you guys are hungry for more, right? It's it. Let me tell you something. The city of Chicago is hungry too. Good, better, bad. Never let it run. Good gets better. Better gets better. Bears on 3, 1,
2, 3. Man. Look.
That's the best one.
That's the best one. That's the best one. The city hungry.
Yeah.
The city is hungry. He said it and he know it. And what'd he say? Free hot dogs. The city hungry right now. We thought we was gonna get it a couple weeks ago, but he didn't do it. He waited. He made us wait on this.
I love this team, Mark. I love this team, Marcus. I love this team, bro. So much. I love this coach. I love. Crazy.
Said Ben Johnson built different. TP saying, "Man, y'all about to make me mad seeing the coach."
As a coach, I'm sorry. My bad. My bad, folks. It's okay.
That's
Y'all
a hell
be
of a
all right.
coach. Ben
Y'all be
Johnson
all right.
declared that. Look, it's different, fellas. It's a different football
Yes,
team. You
sir.
heard what the O-line said. Put it on our back and let us go do it. They
Yes,
want to move dudes. They don't want to sit back and pass protect all day. They want to get moving and let them throw their weight around. Let them throw that strength around.
That's it.
Put dudes in the dirt. That's what they want to do. And
it's one thing they always say on defense, especially when you're on that defensive line. They say it's time to go hunt. This offensive line, they want to go hunt. They are hunting. They want every play they going out there. They seeking somebody. They trying to go for hits. Like they having fun hitting these guys. Like I love to see it. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
look,
My turn. No, you can talk, Mark.
no, go
Sherry.
ahead. If you jump in there. We talking.
Oh my God, I can't stand it. It made me so happy. I ain't been this happy. This elated is the word that I say about this team. We it's so good. Like all of it is so good in the sense of, for me, it's not perfect. I get that. A lot of things be better on all three phases. But what I do have to say about this is such a fucking good, such a freaking, because somebody told me to watch my language. This is such a football focused team.
Okay, well,
football
not
things.
that language. You know the language that we was talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody said it in the comments.
I know.
But my whole thing is this is such a football focused team. This is such a like, okay, last down, fine, cool. Caleb, we threw the ball in the dirt, and then he go throw a fucking touchdown to the tight end. Like, oh, all right, cool. 11 beat us again. Fine. All right, cool. Then we go get an interception. Like, okay, cool. Y'all want to do this? I bet that. You hit me in the face. All right, cool. I have another left hand, right hand for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right, yeah.
This team, I don't even think. Hey, Mark Rowe, honestly, it mixed it. I remember last year you came in, but Mark Rowe, I can tell you this much: I didn't feel like this was a fucking team last year. This is just people.
I mean, we knew we
they
had
put numbers
we
on their chest.
Coaching, accountability. You know what I mean? Somebody that's gonna bench Braxton Jones ass or bench OZ when you drop 5 fucking. Somebody who gonna hold these players accountable. And put a fire under them to make them play better.
Yes, and I said it. I said it last year.
This for you right here.
What's that for me?
He said, Wes, what's up, big cuz? Bear down.
Bear down.
No, you don't recognize it?
Oh, that's Melvin. That's my dog. That's my mother. That's my dude. We work together. We do installs and work, and we fix air conditioners, refrigeration. If you need it, call us. I'm just fucking with that because y'all live somewhere else. But if you do live in Arizona and you do need air conditioner or refrigeration, call me. Fix that shit. I'll get that shit done. Just like the Bears got that shit done today.
Got it done, man.
Got that shit done today. And like I said, I saw y'all, and you know me, Mark Robb. I never really text back and forth in the game text.
Oh no, there wasn't no back and forth. It was
you know me
again.
You're
plentiful,
brother.
I wanted to let it be known because what he started doing again. And he started doing it, and that 10-9 blew up to 17-9. Then it blew up to 24 or whatever the fuck they had. But keep going.
But this team, and I'm gonna say this, and I want y'all to know, and Mark Rob, we said this, and we told them when those other fans, those Giant fans, those Viking fans, and everybody tried to come on the podcast or co-cast with us, and we said, all right, cool, your number one is really, really good. But what happens after that?
After that,
nothing. Did you see our after that's? Our after that's DeMarco Jackson. DeMarco Jackson,
Cole Kmet and Loveland, who like
touchdown Notre Dame. Look, boom. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Yeah, that touchdown celebration is great. This team is great. Y'all can tell me, and you said to Mark Rob, you already say, you say, Wes, you love last year. You just like, you love Coke. I love Coke, man. You're like, well, you know, Lovely. All right, fine. He could be number one, but Cole Kmet ass is Cole Kmet. Loveland is fucking
We need them all.
Loveland.
We need
We
DJ.
need them all. We need them all. We need them all. We need DeMarco Jackson. What's his name? The 93. We just got him the other week. Tyson something or whatever.
Joe Troyan.
That dude was in the. He was dirty in the peanut butter. He was just in that. Every single
dirty
time.
In the peanut
dirty
butter.
in the peanut. He was in that shit. He was in it. He was in it.
Let me read this one. Talk your shit. I said nobody could have beat the Bears today.
Nobody.
That's probably my favorite comment in the chat so far. And I think J2K coming in kind of and saying, "Is there a team in the NFL the Bears can't beat?" But look, do you see what's happening? You play like that, nobody can stop you.
And that's nobody what I said. Hey, Mark Rob, that's what I said. At the end of the day, Chicago, how y'all like having an actual fucking football team, not just a person? And I get it, like a star, or not just something individually speaking, but fully overall, universally sound. Oh my God.
Everybody, multiple options, multiple facets, multiple weapons. If like Rome had what did he have today?
I would say 5 catches. I think he had 5 catches for like 47 yards. I think if that.
Okay, come on, Luther. Okay,
come on. Luther had nobody had 5 catches. Luther led the team with 4 receptions.
All right, cool. I'm just saying,
Rome had 2 for 8.
Rome had 2 for 8. Yeah.
But the point is though, like
big catch.
Look, and I'm gonna get on Ben a little bit because I have to.
All right, cool.
But
we do.
I talked about, dude, this is a good defense. And they played that. Vic Vance, he did what we thought he was going to do. He played 2 high set all game long until that end. When you start seeing them come down,
we waited
all game.
He got scared, Mark Rob. He got scared. Vic got scared.
Vic waited all game to bring them safeties down. As soon as he brought them safeties down, Ben, right over the top to Cole Kmet. We finally got you. That's what we've been waiting on. We've been waiting on it all game.
Yeah. You brought your bishops out. You brought your bishops out.
Right. You played that prevent defense all game.
I'm gonna bring my knife.
That is a football game right there. Like fuck scheme. Y'all know we running it. We all know we running it. Can you stop us? Just like the throw to the Jalen Hurts to AJ Brown touchdown. Look, at some point it's like fuck it. Scheme ain't working. We just got to go play football. You know what I mean? AJ, can you catch this or not? Can you catch this over Nation or not? You know what I mean?
Let's go.
Can y'all stop the run or not? I'm not about to trick you no more. You know what I mean? We finna just go at you. You know we running the ball. What y'all gonna do about it? You can't. They couldn't do nothing about it. Football, smash mouth, OG football, and they showed up today. I love when Ben Johnson called in the game that way.
You said it. You said he's like in the beginning of the season, way back when, my Rob, you said at the end of the day, this team needs to find their identity. We don't know what the offense is gonna be. We paid a lot
I knew
of
what
money
it was from the
start. You know what I'm saying? Like I know. I won't tell. Like I said, you can go back and look at what I said way back then. But what I'm saying is this. People question, you said it. What are y'all gonna do? What is your identity, Chicago? Are you really gonna focus on Caleb just throwing 4,000 yards and that's what you satisfied? You want us to go 1-16, but Caleb threw 4,200 yards with 35 touchdowns and we won in 17? Or are we gonna, like we said, Marra, remember we played Ben Johnson walking into the cafeteria and he told the cafeteria workers, you got to be better for this team. He told the janitors, you got to be better for this team. He told everybody at Hallis Hall, y'all have to be better for everybody that put a number on their chest.
Right.
And we said, I like it. Right? We said, that's good. People told us, he ain't going to be nothing. They ain't going to be nothing. Caleb ain't going to be nothing. Rome, he's not the best one. These people, everybody said everything about everybody outside of our shit, right? And we went toe to toe and we said, hey, look, I looked at it a little bit. I I'll take my head coach against your head coach any fucking day. I'm gonna take my defensive coordinator against your defensive coach. I'll take my special teams head coach. I'll take my training staff. I will take Hallis Hall against your whatever it's called any day. Right now. And my whole thing is this: we told those guys because we co-cast against Vikings fans, Giants fans, who told me, "Oh, neighbors, all right, cool. Oh, yeah, well, Ben Johnson not gonna do this. Okay, cool. This, that, and the third." And I watched this team, and I just sat. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I just sat there and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." I was surprised, Chicago Bears fans, at watching my team go out there and fucking play real football on every phase and everything that they did today. I'm like, y'all didn't go. Y'all, Bayard, you just got that? Let me see again. Let me see the replay.
Oh my gosh, Bayard, dude.
You see what I'm saying, Mark? I'm like, oh, you know they won a Super Bowl last year. Did y'all know that, Chicago? They won a Super Bowl last year. Jalen Hurts is on my fucking fantasy team. He was the NFL.
Is Bayard not an All-Pro?
Oh my God!
Is he not an All-Pro? Like at this point, I feel like nothing. He don't got to do shit else for the rest of the season. That's a first-team All-Pro right there.
And
age
Mark,
30, whatever.
What they say? What he say? He my age. I mean, no, he not my age, but he like. What I'm just saying, he old. But people said that. I had people tell me, they was like, "Oh yeah, you know, Briscoe." Before the season started, they said Briscoe with his concussions. What y'all gonna do? And Kevin Bayard is old, and yada yada yada, blah blah blah. We Chicago, baby. Yeah. We gonna go take the ball away. You better not put that bitch in the air. I mean,
the Eagles came in. They didn't turn the ball over. That's not what they did. I mean, we don't either.
Not really.
But they didn't turn the ball over, and we led the league in takeaways. Who was gonna bend?
We did twice.
Bayard, that interception was phenomenal.
Yeah, it was.
And in the nation, right?
Man, look, I ain't gonna bring it up. I didn't want to bring up
the nation, right? Why not? He deserved.
I was waiting for it.
We're gonna talk more about him. Look, the nation right strip was so fucking good, dude. They were on the verge of man. Do you know how different this game would look if that drive was able to continue? You know, like it's shit like that that matter. And let's keep this show rolling because it's time to really get into the nitty gritty of what we saw today.
Gritty. But we'll talk about that.
Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces, the Black Bear Podcast. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'm your host, Mark Robb, with my co-host in the building, as always, Chef West, to the right of me with the 15 on his chest. And my boy Marcus mixed it at the bottom of your screen. Look. It was good. It was a good win, but we have to talk about everything. It's time for the great and not so great from the game. The great and not so great.
All right, cool.
Anything could have been a refs. You might not like a call that was made. Actually, the penalties on the Bears today was another. Boy, hey, Ben Johnson said we're gonna be playing our best football in December. We ain't quite to December, but it's coming. The penalties was I loved what I saw. They were playing clean football out there today. But I don't know, maybe the Caleb sack. Anything. Maybe you didn't like what the commentators were saying, even though I like what they were saying. Great, not so great. You can pick anything from the game. It don't got to be a specific player, don't got to be a specific play, anything from the game.
I'll go ahead since we just let Wes get off.
That water.
Am I starting with my great or my not so great?
Whatever you want. It's the both. It's called great and not so great. You do both
all right, together. Let's go with the veggies first. My not so great for the game is Caleb and his passing a little bit. All right. This game he was 17 for 35, so he's under 50%. I don't think he necessarily played a terrible game. Like, keep in mind that some of those was him making decisions like dirting the ball throwing it out of a sack or whatever the case is. But he definitely did leave some opportunities out there, especially in the first half. And I've been a big advocate for this whole time. I kind of talked about it a little bit earlier. Was I want to see a game where he's making the most out of 25 opportunities, not 35 plus. I just don't feel like we need it, especially when we running the ball that effectively. Like even you said it when we was watching the game, Mark Rob. In certain situations where they just need to run the ball, and they're not doing that. They picking it up and passing it, and I feel like what I would like to see is Caleb throwing it less, but bringing that percentage up. So it's like we kind of a double-edged sword when it comes down to it, because you got two running backs that's just gonna wear you down, and then you got a quarterback that when he does pick it up to throw it, he's not leaving you with opportunities against us. So that's my not so great for the game.
Before you continue, Caleb left some plays out there. Do I think it was as bad as last week? No, not even close. I just feel like the passing game was just wasn't.
Should have been.
It
was windy. It was hard to throw the ball.
The wind was crazy, but Caleb's arm can shred through that wind for sure.
Yeah.
But when Caleb, like I said it in the chat, when Caleb was on point, somebody would slip. When the wide receiver would win early, roam, Caleb would either miss it or not see it. You know what I mean? It was just like that they weren't on the same page, which we kind of been seeing all year. But yeah, Caleb definitely missed some. I think the one to DJ did a corner route, and it was kind of like it was inside. DJ beat his man too, and it was off target. Like I said, I don't think it was as bad as last week, but it definitely could have been better. It was plays left out on the field. That's another reason why I was just like, all right, bro. At one point, 8.8 per carry for Swift. Like, what are we doing? But it's Ben Johnson, so he got to do his thing. Wes, you got any thoughts on his not so great before he move on?
No, I don't got nothing. Y'all, everybody's good. Everything's good. Happy Turkey Day. The people who I didn't say that to, I'm thankful for all y'all, actually. But yeah,
what's your great?
Oh, my great?
No.
I don't get you started. Go, Mark.
Relax.
You gotta
Relax.
Great. Can you see me? You see me?
My great was Ben Johnson. I thought his play calling today, especially in the run game, just like to stick with it, and especially in the second half, and just kind of keep wearing on him. I thought that was big. Like we was just talking about, I think it was last week against the Steelers, we had 18 straight pass plays or something like that. Like we got to stay down in the run game, especially when I feel like Kyle Monangai, he comes in and he makes the most of his opportunities. Every time you put him on the field, like he's breaking tackles. He's trying to, at minimum, at least get back to that first down markers. I mean, not first down, but that line of scrimmage if they stop him in the backfield. So I think that's big that he stayed with it.
Before you continue, though, I missed this comment, and I want to just put this up there because you mentioned this in the group chat.
I did say that.
The footwork, it was evident today, wasn't it? You could see it on some of those balls. It was just like missed.
Could have been better.
Inaccurate. You could see the footwork. He was just all arm. He was just making it all arm. But I just want to put that up there because you did mention that in the group chat when we was watching it. Keep going with your great.
Yeah, and speaking about that, like to me that's something that's fixable. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that kind of makes me feel like we still ain't even at the ceiling. Like people at this point is gonna be waiting on us to fall, and I feel like we looking real good with so much more to go. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the year, we're gonna be looking back at what could we have done better, and what could we have done? You know what I'm saying? Stay a top team and stuff like that. And I feel like once we start like firing on all cylinders, like instead of being 6 weeks in talking about we need more from the pass rush and stuff like that, we want to be able to do that consistently throughout the season and stuff. And it's just going to be harder and harder to play us. So I feel like we got to keep going with that.
What was your grade? What was your
My great was
Ben Johnson.
Ben sticking with the run game.
Sticking with it. Okay. Yeah. Look, first of all, just to comment on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep saying this all show, fellas. All show, because this is not for entertainment. Yes, we want y'all to show up, but when I'm talking, it's shit is for real, bro. Like I blew y'all phone up. I was obnoxious with it. Again, a fucking again. Like, no, I don't give a 3rd and 5 again. Show me you can stop it. You have not shown me you can stop it. It was 10-9, fellas. When Caleb threw that after Caleb threw that interception and I'm about to get to that. I'm gonna get to that. After he threw that interception, like you said, Ben Johnson knew what time it was. He knew exactly what time it was. So your great was Ben Johnson sticking with the run game, and your not so great was Caleb's inaccuracy, right?
Yeah.
Inaccuracy. Wes, you want to go next, or you want me to jump in?
You can go in if you want to. I can't wait to tell people what I think.
I'll go ahead then.
You can go.
I can go. Okay, okay, I'll
go. Look, like I said, I'm elated, but you can go first.
It was a great fucking win. But we got to do this because there was issues in the game, evident by my text messaging and whatever we was talking about in the chat. Everything wasn't great. I'm gonna start my not so great, and Ben Johnson is my not so great.
Yep.
First of all, this was the first time I seen him do something like look, and y'all correct me if y'all or not correct me, but disagree with me. The screen pass interception was on Ben Johnson.
That was crazy.
You've called that running back screen like 4 times. Yeah, exactly.
Like what we say a year and a half ago, we said in Chicago we do not want to do that.
Sherry right there on point with me.
And Thomas Brown and all y'all, I don't care. Walt was the one we fired, Walt, whatever the fuck his name is, from the Seattle. I don't know. I'm from Chicago.
Hold on, Wes. Hold on.
No screen pass.
Sherry right on point right at the same time with me. The screens were kind of bad play call when we was on the flow while running the ball efficiently.
Yeah,
the interception is going to be on Caleb. It was obviously, but if we talking about this critically, Ben Johnson shouldn't have called that again and again. Like that was the first time I've seen him do something like that. And then Caleb couldn't get it over his head. The lineman made a good jump or whatever. But not just that. Now hold on, Wes. Hold on.
You got it. Go.
Comment once I'm done.
All right, cool.
So like I said, not so great Ben Johnson. That play, and then the fact that it was 10-9 and they was on the verge of taking the lead with a field goal or taking the lead with a touchdown. Until Nashawn Wright's heroics, but Ben Johnson wasn't running the football. We were 8.8 per carry for just Swift. He stopped running it, and it's like I guarantee you, bro, fellas. Listen, I guarantee you, if Saquon Barkley was having the success in the run game that we were early on, you think the Eagles would have let us off the hook? Fuck no.
No.
They would have imposed their will on us early on in the first half of that game because our run game didn't stop. Like there was no point in time where it was like it seemed like okay, they're stopping the run game a little bit. Let's try something different. At no point in that game did I feel like we should have. Shit, what did they have? 22 carries for Monungai, 18 for Swift. They should have 25 apiece, 30 apiece. The way that goddamn game was
40 carries, Chicago.
Not to mention, you didn't want to kick field goals because obviously the win was a factor. You know what I mean? So,
all right, we've seen other games where they've combined for 20 carries.
When they've combined for 20 carries.
They had 20 apiece this game almost. Damn,
I want to reiterate this to the people that's watching. Ben Johnson, he called a good game overall. He had answers for Vic Fangio. It's a dog over there calling defense over there.
I know my good word is really, really simple.
You're gonna get to you. You let me go first. We're gonna get to you.
You got it.
But there was some not so great moments that kept this game closer than it should have been, especially when we dominated the time of possession. That's my not so great. Ben Johnson's just play calling at earlier on in the game. How about that? I'll say early play calling that kept the game close going into halftime. My great Nahshon Wright. Nahshon
Of course he is.
Nahshon Wright. Look,
I fucking told y'all.
I said we talked about it. We talked about it. We did I cut it up and released the video out by itself.
I know.
When Jalen Johnson gets back, who is going to the bench? Who's going to the bench? Nahshon or Tyreek? I said Nahshon's, going. That's Tyreek's spot. I told y'all though.
Yep.
Let Nahshon get an interception this game. Just show me one more time. Just show me one more time. He didn't get an interception.
Hey, no,
hold on, Wes.
No, I was gonna say he did it 2 weeks in a row for the mark.
I wanted one more. One more. Just show me one. Okay, now you got my attention. Now show me. Now that you got my attention, you're not just gonna fall back to the wayside. Well, you know what I mean. He went and got I think that takeaway was bigger than Byers. I think when we got Byers' takeaway, we went 3 and out.
It was deflating.
That on the tush push, the staple of the Eagles, it was fantastic. Nahshon Wright. Now, and I don't even care. He was getting his ass snagged on. AJ Brown was snagging on his head. But that's AJ Brown. Nahshon Wright is my great because that man, and I think he was one of our leading tacklers, like top 3 on the team as well. So I think that was one of the biggest moments of the game. Nahshon Wright, that get my great. Now, fellas, what y'all think?
Go ahead.
Or Wes, you could go if y'all don't got no thoughts on my great.
Oh, I don't have nothing. Am I unmuted now? You can hear me?
Yes.
I don't have really much to say about what you said. There's really no holes to point a poke and
I'm with you now.
On this win, you know what I mean?
Stevenson on the bench.
I'm
doing it.
All right, cool, good.
You saw who started that left tackle.
Yeah, I know. And my
you gotta ride that hot hand.
It's nothing to poke in yours. I'm thinking about what you said and how we played. It's not really nothing I can poke. I don't like splitting hairs. Mark Rob, you know I don't like splitting hairs.
You gotta come closer to your mic. We can't really hear you. It's kind of there you go.
It's I don't want to split hairs. But I feel like I like everything that you said. Like I really do. Don't know. Hey, look, I'm finna get into that when I get my
AC. We're not trying to push 29 out the door. You got to remember, 29 is. I think he's in a contract year, right? Like he has to get paid, or does he get one more year? Do y'all know?
I think he gets. I think he's supposed to get paid this year. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, please look that up real quick because I got a feeling we're gonna keep talking about. I'm
not finna. Tyreek. And like I said, I have no really holes to push and poke in what you said, my Rob. But
take it away. What's your great and not so
give great? My great and not so great. You know what my not so great is? I'm finna tell y'all Bears fans about my not so great. Absolutely fucking nothing. I'm not giving this Chicago Bears team not so great.
Let's say they
could be better.
Got one more year.
Could be better. Yeah, sure. We could do some stuff. We can clean some shit up. They won a Super Bowl. That team won a fucking Super Bowl. And we sat they ass down.
That's when
I get it. And I get it. we could have did this better and this better and this better. And like, I get it. Your team, Chicago, could way be better. But guess what, Chicago? You got a fucking actual football team with an actual football coach and a fucking football staff who knows what they want to do and implore they will on every Sunday, Thursday, Friday, or whenever we have to play a fucking down. That's what I saw today. I sat there and I literally just watched, like, and y'all know me, like I won't Roma Doomsday to have fucking 200 yards every fucking week. Don't get me wrong, that's my favorite player. But I watched my team, the Chicago Bears, and I sat back and I watched my head coach and I watched them do, and I watched my defensive coordinator Dennis Allen, and I'm like, damn, you ain't got no linebackers again, Dennis Allen. Look at DeMarco doing DeMarco shit. Look at this team doing this team shit. I seen some shit that they can fix. But overall, I if y'all gonna be mad at me for saying this shit, that was literally the best football team that ever played a game this year in the National Football League. I don't care. You call my kicker what? Yep, he made it. He did what he did. My punter what? All right, cool. My special teams. Like my defense. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like my offense. Now, if you want to go in and be like, well, Caleb missed that guy on that throw and this and that. All right, cool. Yeah, well, Manung guy could have hit that hole, or Swift could have hit that hole, or the linebacker could have this. How many penalties we have today, guys?
You want me to tell you for real?
Yeah, tell me for real, because I know.
If you don't be asking rhetorical questions, go do your take.
Yeah, what is that? 3? Because but I mentioned it too, though. I knew it was low amount. Like it was.
We played.
And my point is saying is the Mark Robbie. Remember, we spent before you get mixed it, before you got here, Mark Robbie. You said it, like organization, football operation. You said that week 3.
Mm-hmm.
This team's organization is fucking amazing right now. And this football team's operation is so fucking good right now.
Yep.
That's why I have no not so great. My great is Chicago Bears football team. That's it. It's not a player. It's just everything. GS, you know, everything that I can't tell you. Like I said, what I say in the, I want y'all to know I was elated watching this football team.
So
it felt so good.
Let me try to. So J2K said the grass was not so great. What you think about that one?
Yeah, but we are. But no. But it faulted both teams.
Yeah, I've seen a few people on the Eagles slip.
Yeah, a lot of people slipped down. A lot of people slipped in that shit.
Right. So the grass in general was like that could have been not so great.
I don't know. Look, my whole thing is this to Bears fans and to the whole nation, and I'm gonna hold to this. They won the Super Bowl last year. We went to their house and we beat their ass. I don't have a not so great. I feel great right now as a Bears fan. Chef West, y'all can shit on me. Find me on Twitter. You see it over right here. My team just came into Philadelphia and cracked that bill so fucking hard. It was a little crack in it. Benjamin Franklin, Barack Obama, and them, we came in, that motherfucking made it bigger. Boom, Chicago. We done fucked y'all up. Philly, Rocky ain't shit. That's all I'm saying. I don't have a specific player. I don't have a specific moment. I mean, I do. Honestly, guys, I really do. I'm gonna give my Chef West grades, and I'm gonna talk about it more in depth about it. But honestly, my overall about it is I don't have a not so great for this team today. I don't. Honestly.
You know what, Wes? And it's a good thing that, like you said you felt elated. It's a good thing to have these feelings and feel like you know, that we in a good place and stuff, especially coming from where we came from. But I think what separates us from and what we do is, you know, we evaluate it on all levels.
All right, Mix. I'm gonna say this. We went into the half 10-9, and we came out. Well, we came out again 20.
He scored 14.
I think we went in.
Two
Was
score.
it 17-9?
No, we went
No,
10
it's
to 9. 10 to 9
9.
at the half. Because the kicker shanked the fucking kick.
Yeah, and then the Bears didn't even.
Yeah, and then I think we you see what I'm saying? Like this team winning, and like I said, mix it. I'm on the podcast itself, but remember, Mark Rock. Remember, we did this. We did this for 10 straight losses.
Yeah, I'm tired of looking back at.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm finna say this, and not just the 10 losses. I'm gonna say this. We watched the football game. You text me last year for 10 straight football games that we lost. You was like, we got to go in the half and figure it out. And we did not figure out nothing.
That's a good point because that's something that Ben Johnson has been able to do. We got the week is go in the halftime and make adjustments.
Yeah.
Come out and play the type of football we need.
Let me go in and figure out the fuck's going on. We said this, Mark Robb. I told you a long time. I said if we go even last year, we could have won 11-6. I would have fired the whole fucking staff anyway. The janitor and the cafeteria lady. Sorry. Don't get me wrong. Did I not say that, Mark? I'm gonna fire all y'all.
You were adamant about that. Yeah.
Adamant about that shit because y'all don't. It's not wholesome. Is a word I can say. And then this year, Ben Johnson came in. Like I said, we played it on. He came in. He said, "Hey, you lunch lady, you janitor, you executive this, you camera guy, you social media person. I need y'all to get y'all fucking shit together."
So let me ask y'all this, and now that Bear True put this in, he said, "Mark, do we have the best O-line in the NFL?" That's not exactly my question, but I do want to know.
Very, very close.
I do want to know what did y'all think about Darnell Wright's performance?
It was pretty good. Him and Ozzie was really good. That O-line was. I
thought Darnell Wright got dogged by Jalen Phillips.
Really?
All game.
Darnell
Wright struggled against Jalen
stupid as fuck. You stupid as fuck. But all right, cool. You have your own opinion, but I think that is a very, very, very bad take. Sorry.
I mean, Caleb did face pressure a good amount throughout this game. So it wasn't like he was just in a clean pocket all night. They did, like, usually when Caleb takes a sack, it's on him. One of those sacks that he took, it kind of wasn't on him. Darnell, I think that was a play Darnell got beat on. Maybe. And it was a big sack too.
Oh.
He had to punt after that.
Yeah. Was that going the halftime?
I think that
right.
No? Going or no, I think we on the same page. It was either the end of the first half, like going into halftime. Right, like we got the ball back after we got a 3-and-out, I think. And he just took a huge sack, but it was because it was a breakdown somewhere. But they was right, and like we was talking about with Vangio, he's gonna kind of show you this look. And like when we looking at the replays, I'm like, that wasn't a rush forward. That was 5. They coming through there, and some of them they wasn't getting picked up the whole time.
Yeah.
But Caleb was playing smarter football today. That's what I was gonna say earlier. Was like when he was in trouble, he wasn't just running all over the place trying to, what I'm saying? Like he made good decisions when he's facing pressure.
J2K said, yeah, the overhype on Wright is a little wild. He's good, but he got beat a few times today. And that's all I'm saying. I thought Jalen Phillips was getting the best of him. I mean,
a few times. No, but not dog. Not dog.
Wes called me stupid for this take. I don't know why, because there's nothing I said that's stupid. But it was obvious that Jalen Phillips, who got traded for a 3rd-round pick, I believe, was getting the best of him in pass pro. And that's another reason I'm like, dude, let Darnell go hit him a few times. Like, we keep letting Jalen, because it was Jalen Phillips was lining out wide, and Darnell Wright was struggling to like get there fast enough. They showed the replay,
pushing him back inside.
Yeah,
he couldn't handle it.
They showed the replay multiple times, and TJ Watt, because I asked this question because we was talking about TJ Watt versus Darnell Wright.
Yeah,
Jalen Phillips ain't TJ Watt.
You think dog?
He was that matchup. Yes, Phillips was killing right. I do believe so.
How many sacks?
Believe so. I mean, well, your quarterback is your
I can do the
quarterback.
percentages on what is going to happen, and I don't care about that, Mark Rob. You know, I hate that much. The PFFs all that, but I can tell you this much: Dog, no, he was challenged for sure, but Dog,
I think he shouldn't have. I thought he was getting dogged. I thought he should have been way better.
Getting his ass whooped for sure.
What's the difference?
What's the difference?
Getting his ass whooped and dogged.
Dog, he had no chance.
And was getting his ass whooped. What
is he tried his best 50-50.
I'm tried his best either way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna question
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna say he didn't have effort.
You asked me what I think about it. What I think about dogged and getting your ass whooped. Dog this, you had no chance ever. Like ever. Getting your ass whooped is you pound for pound, strike for strike.
Yeah,
all right, cool. That dude won. You all right, cool, you got your ass whooped.
Right.
Cool,
yeah.
You championed. All right, cool. You whooped him. You the champ. You the best. Kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean when I say what I said. I don't think that's
fine. I get it. But I mean, if you look at the chat, you see it was obvious. You watched the game. So,
I watched the game too. I don't think he was.
I know. I'm saying you watched the game, so to say my take was stupid is crazy, especially with some of the takes.
And I just told you what I thought about dog. The word was stupid. Like I thought it was stupid that it's dog. And then I'm telling you what I think when you say dog. Do you agree with what I say, dog, or do you think like pound for pound?
Look. All I know is your takes better be on point.
I'm always on point.
Or this,
I stay on point. I'm never dogged on this podcast.
Because stupid is crazy. But look,
I got a question for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
So our top three pass catches today. Cole Kmet, he had 3 for 36 on 3 targets.
Notre Dame.
Luther Burden, 4 for 32. No, 4 for 33 on 6 targets.
Show me State.
Colston Loveland, 3 for 28 on 6 targets. Cole Kmet was the only one that caught a touchdown pass today.
Mm-hmm.
Who out of those 3 were y'all favorite pass catchers on this game?
You can go first because Mark Rob. You can tell him what's my favorite person.
Not favorite person, but out of those 3, out of the top 3.
Out of those 3, I heard what you said. Mark Rob can tell you who's my favorite person.
So we got Loveland, Burden, and who was the other guy? And Cole Kmet.
Mark Rob, tell him who my favorite catcher is.
I want to say this is a good question because they all were valuable in their own right. I want to say Loveland because of the hands, but I want to say Burden because he contributed more to the overall, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But Cole Kmet pay dirt, so I can't. I'm going Cole Kmet. That touchdown was huge. I'm going Cole Kmet. So I mean, Wes, you can answer.
You know I'm going. You said it already. I don't want to spend these people's time and make it mad. Y'all know it. Mark Rob, we debated it a million times, and Cole Kmet is my guy. That's my tight end. I love him too. They both are my tight end, but I stand by Notre Dame constantly. I stood by him last season. I was elated to watch him get a touchdown and do the baseball celebration. I jumped up, and if anybody was in front of me, they would have got punched in the fucking face. Wow, when I did that. Because he got a touchdown. Remember last year, he was 50 for 51 on catches. It's fine. It's okay. But my whole thing is, my bad. Mixed it. I'm going to be simple about it. It's Cole Kmet. Sorry.
Cole Kmet from West, Cole Kmet from me. Who you got?
I'm gonna be honest. I was impressed a little bit more about what Colston Loveland's catches. They both had 3. Cole Kmet, he did put the one in the end zone on that floater. That was, to me, that was really more of a better decision from Caleb because you could tell he wasn't the number 1 read on that play. He Swift on that flat was really kind on that bootleg was kind of who he was supposed to go to, but he seen the opening, he took it. Cole Kmet made a good catch, but Colston Loveland, when we need a first down, we know who we going to, and we know he got the hands to make it. We know he gonna get them feet down. So I appreciated seeing that. Even off the one off the slip, I don't know who was guarding him, but they slipped and he toe tapped it on the sideline, kept the drive going. That's gonna be big. That's big time. When it's a big spot, Colston Loveland is catching those balls. So
who said that?
Which
Nacho.
one?
Nacho. It's fine. I am not. You know what? I'm not even gonna get in with you with the Nacho talking about that. Colston Loveland is wide receiver 1. I'm gonna tell you.
I mean, the thing, Colston's he's just hot right now, but that's what I was trying to talk about earlier.
But he said Colston Loveland is wide receiver 1. All right,
yeah, he said most consistent receiver for Caleb, but
right,
you know how it goes. It's recency bias.
Hey, but Mark Rob, though, I can say this. I can go back to last season and remember when we was on the loser streak, and I said, why are we not throwing a ball to fucking Cole Kmet? And when he was like 54 for 57.
Well, you know,
with like 4 touchdowns. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could justify that, but to say that that dude just got here.
Colston is right now from what we doing, because he wasn't. The thing is, Nacho couldn't say this at the first 6 games. You know what I mean? When Rome was lighting it up. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Just it's being recency bias. A lot of fans do that. Remember, we were just talking about Rome scored in 5 straight games and the first wide receiver to do this.
Yeah, I remember the first 7 weeks when Rome was fucking everybody up.
Yeah, so like,
right, you know what I'm saying? Before neighbors got injured, him and Rome was fucking fist for fist kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm just saying, like, don't get too upset with Nacho. Like,
I'm not too upset. I just want to remind Nacho that 85 was what did last year he was. I think it was 50, and I'm not guaranteeing, but I think he was like 57 for like 62 with like 5 touchdowns. And he was our lone snapper.
Yeah, he was doing a lot for us.
Yeah. You remember, Mark? That's what I'm saying. That's why when people say that kind of stuff, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You just wanna make me mad. All right, fine.
It's not a bad take though. Like, if you're gonna look at the numbers that he put up, Colston Loveland is not dropping that many passes. In fact, he's probably got the highest catch percentage on the team. So
no, he don't. It's actually Luther Burton, but yeah, he's close. He's second actually. But my whole thing is this: mixed it. Last year, it was Kmet, and it was actually what's the old ass dude name? The Charger guy, Keenan Allen. It was Keenan Allen and Cole Kmet, who was the most accurate when targeted on any pass that they got. I just want them to know that, like, that ain't it.
Yeah, we ain't gotta keep digging back into last year, bro.
So look, we got
watch football.
We got Ben Johnson. We got to get to Ben Johnson. We still got to get to Caleb Williams as well. Hit that like button, people. Subscribe to the channel. This is a good time for us to listen to the coach and dissect what he, give us what he thought he saw out there, unless he got to go look at the tape. But also give us a little time to, rest our voices a little bit. So here is Ben Johnson on the 9-3 Bears. Big win over the
9-3 Bears, Shawty.
Here we go. We got one injury to talk about, and that's Billings. Left the game with a concussion, didn't finish the game. So we'll see where he's at next week. But
that's big.
End of the day, just really proud of everybody involved. Short week. We really hadn't had one of those yet as a team. And I thought the coaching staff did a great job putting a sound plan together. We knew it was going to be a race trying to get everything in, and kind of harping on the guys that the details were going to be the difference here this week. And the team that made the least number of mistakes was probably going to win this game. So fortunately for us, we felt like that fell in our favor. Really excited about a number of performances here. Can't say enough about that running game. I don't think we win that game if we're not able to run the ball like we were. Both the backs over 100 yards was just outstanding. You could feel decisiveness. You could feel them hitting it downhill.
they turned on the gas and we're lowering their shoulders too. So that was so good to see. But it doesn't happen without that offensive line. You can't say enough about Ozzie and Joe and Drew Dahlman and Jonah and then Darnell. I mean, those guys, they were huge for us. And so really proud of them, really proud of the tight ends, the receivers. That's a frustrating game if you're a pass catcher because those conditions were challenging for us to get some consistency going there. And yet they still were a big part of what we were doing there in the run game, and they knew that going into it. So that was huge to see. Defensively, I thought our guys just played their tails off for all 60 minutes.
Man.
And, we kind of harped on the importance of getting into these third down situations. And I think we created a number of those. And if my numbers are right, I think we were 4 for 12 in third down. So that was really good to see there by our defense. A couple turnovers were enormous. KB with another interception off a quarterback that really doesn't throw interceptions. And then Shawnee's fumble was, I think that was one of the turning points in the game. That scoring range, insane, high percentage play for them, and yet he was able to get the ball away from him. So these guys should feel pretty good about what they just did. It's hard to go on the road and beat a good team like that. And yet I think they still know we have got to get back to work next week, and so we're very pleased with where we're at. We'll be able to enjoy it for a couple days, and then we'll be right back to work and on to the next
Green Bay.
That's where we're at in the season. But really happy with how this one went today.
Fuck this game.
And what message do you think this sends about your team?
I think it's the same message we've been sending every week, that we're just going to compete our tails off for 60 minutes. I think that's what I know about our group. They got a lot of belief in what we're doing. They got a lot of belief in themselves. They got a lot of belief, I think, in this coaching staff. And so that confidence just starts to develop and continue to bubble over. So I think we've got a really confident group right now, and we're excited for these next 5 games.
What about their ability to kind of stay in the moment, just not day-to-day, game-to-game? I mean, I know it's a big thing for you, but like what kind of have you observed about their ability to do that? Yeah, no, I think that's once again, that's a credit to the coaching staff, just trying to keep the main thing. I think it's a credit to our leadership too. I got guys like Grady Jarrett and Byard on defense, and Joe Tooney. Like these guys, they all know what good football looks like, and they know the consistency that it takes to continue to win in this league. And so it's easy for those young guys to come to work it every day and just look at how these old heads are going about their business, and you just kind of fall in line. And so it's the same thing. There's no secret, man. There are no shortcuts. We got to go out next week and put in the same amount of work that we've been doing. And we got to continue to get better. We're still not at what we're capable of being yet as an entire team. And so we're going to continue to strive to put that full 60 minutes of 3 phases of complete football together. But these guys continue to get better each and every week.
That's why we do this.
I'm really proud of them.
You mentioned the conditions.
Super happy with every game.
How do you think Caleb fared?
We can be better.
Yeah, off the cuff, it felt like the wind got the better of us on a couple throws. He made some huge ones down the stretch there. That throw to Cole was enormous. It's
massive.
He's rolling out to his left to be able to throw a dime like that. At that point in the game, I thought that was really big for us. And so it's
the Nation fumble.
It's a struggle there. You're trying to not become just solely run oriented, because then the defense is going to adjust.
That's why
too. So you want to keep that element of a pass threat over the course of the game. And I was hoping we'd hit a couple more just to loosen them up a little bit more and keep that run game going. So overall, though, I thought he did a good job. Just keeping the operation going. That was something that we were really harping on this week, was just making sure we get in and out of the huddle clean.
You called that operation for Cole for touchdown. Were you sitting there going, all right, we have a chance for a dagger here if we can, if we do it right?
Well, that's one that just presented itself. Swifty's actually the number 1 read on that. And, as Caleb's pulling on out, you can feel the safeties dipping down low, and so I think he felt that, he saw it, and he delivered a good ball and made him pay. So that was good.
What's it like for you as a play caller in a game like this, with the way Kyle and Swifty were running and the way the offensive line was moving? Like, did you feel yourself, especially in those 2 touchdown drives, those long drives, just being able to get in a rhythm and kind of go to a lot of different kinds of runs? Yeah, I think we had a good amount of volume
for such a short week in terms of the run game, the number of formations and concepts that we had up, our guys handled it really well going into the week. And as a play caller, like I said, it's that balancing act, because if you hang with something a little bit too long, then all of a sudden you're looking at a 3rd and long and wondering why the drive stalled. And so
ask him why he called
36 attempts.
that many running back
screens. I called too many pass plays this game, and especially with how we're running it. And so that's an area that I can be better at too.
Kyle had a 31-yard run, I think, right after Shawnee took the ball away. What was kind of that? What did that kind of play and then that drive just kind of mean for the whole team? You said the right fumble is obviously a turning point, but then to just answer the way you guys did start.
Yeah, no, I mean, we always talk about getting that first down and not necessarily thinking it's going to be an explosive run like that, but that was a huge one in that moment, because we were still, on our side of the field pretty backed up, and that got it to midfield and really ignited us as a whole team. And so that was great to see. And I think he played his tail off, so did Swift. And I can't say enough good things about our offensive line here today.
When Shawnee went and ripped the ball out on the tush push, was that something you guys had seen during the course of the week, that might be a vulnerable spot?
Yeah. I mean, we certainly wanted to be sound in how we were defending that play and the compliments off of that play. And we were hopeful to have opportunities to get the ball there. Yeah.
You mentioned the 3rd down defense. I know we talked about it a lot this season, but to be able to watch DA use Jalen and Kyler and CJ all time together, I mean, how much of an impact do you think that had to have all those guys at your disposal today, especially on 3rd down?
Yeah, no, I thought it was huge. They 3rd down was when they were all out there together for sure. And then other times we're kind of platooning those guys. But it was just great to get their feet wet. I'll be curious to see what that tape looks like. I mean, there's a couple good receivers for Philly out there on the field. So I can't wait to see how tight that coverage was. And, it's good I think it'll be a good stepping stone for us to build upon going forward here.
Your decision on 4th and 5 to go for it, or did you know on 3rd down that was going to happen?
Which one?
The one to Loveland.
The Loveland? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, where we were on that field, I didn't feel great going that direction, kicking it, and I just, it's a gut feel sometimes on those things and how comfortable I am with the play call. So I felt pretty good.
That was the catch I was talking about.
Yep. Thank you.
That toe tap out of bounds.
With to Loveland?
Yeah.
When the guy fell down, right? Cooper DeJean fell down.
Yeah.
Let me say this. Ben Johnson, and I've been saying this. Ben Johnson still don't got his group. Dennis Allen, he's working with what he, besides the some of the free agents we brought in, and then the rookies that they drafted. This is still not Ben Johnson's complete team. I know a lot of Bears fans don't want to hear it, but it's true. Some of these dudes that we come to love is not going to be here in the next 3 or 4 years. You know what I mean? I ain't going to say 4. I ain't going to go that far. 2 or 3 years. When Ben Johnson puts his stamp on what he wants and Dennis Allen put his stamp on the players he want on his team, I mean, some of the guys that we been watching ain't going to be here. That is another positive. Like this, he's still working with pieces that were just here that he just got to make do with right now. Another thing is this team, they're not satisfied. And you can hear it from Ben Johnson. You can hear it in his tone of voice when he talks about this thing. They're not satisfied by any means of the conversation. He knows that give them some more time. Not this year. I would be interested to know exactly how far Ben Johnson thinks we can. You'll never get the answer, obviously, but just like how far he really think this team can go this year. And me personally, first of all, you seen it. J2K was saying in the chat. I think Tokyo Shy was saying in the chat. At some points, sometimes there's not a team in this league that we can't beat. You know what I mean? We're number 2 seed. Mixed it.
The Eagles were supposed to be that team that we couldn't beat on our schedule. That was supposed to be a guaranteed loss for us in our last 6, and we just beat them. So it's like, again, who can't we go up against? It's like to be honest with you, like even in the 3 games that we did lose, minus the Lions game, because the Lions, they did their thing, but it's like the other games we beat ourselves. The Vikings week 1, we beat ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Even the Ravens game, remember, we were down 13-16, and Caleb threw probably his worst interception of his career. Backed up when we were backed up, and that interception he threw to Wiggins or Hobbs, whatever his name is, Nate something. That was probably Caleb's worst interception of his career. So, like you said, we were shooting ourselves in the foot that game. But even that game on defense, we only had Nashawn out there. We didn't even have Tyreek that game. You know what I mean? So this thing is really still coming together. They got some decisions to make in the offseason.
Yeah.
I don't think they let Nashawn right out the door.
I think I texted y'all and said Nashawn need to get paid. Like it's time to go ahead and the proof is in the pudding at this point. Like he just fits what Dennis Allen likes to be able to do.
Yes, sir.
He's long. He's not scared to go attack the ball. He'll mix it up with you. Like he might give up a play or two or whatever, but he's gonna be that guy that's in the mix. He got a good nose for the football, and he's always around it, trying to sniff it out.
So, like you said, he gonna give a play or two. He will get jumped. They will jump on his head. They will snap. He's giving up some plays.
Like the touchdown to AJ Brown, it was a good catch by AJ.
He could AJ's good. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he get paid a lot of money for a reason. Remember the Bengals game, the T. Higgins one? It was when he caught and went into the end zone as well. J2K coming in and he asking, can we afford right? I believe will he? That's another thing. He's probably gonna have teams trying to pay him. You know what I mean? He's probably gonna have some teams trying to give him some money. And I said it last week. Bayard needs a contract now, like right now. You need to sign him. And they should have a young safety. Hopefully they draft one, a young safety behind Bayard learning. That would be great for this season. Bayard is having to have a young bull behind him, just learning. And obviously you're not playing, but picking his brain, watching how he worked, his mentality. We don't have that right now, but I really wish we did have that right
I feel like if they keep Nashawn right, it'll be Zay Frazier going back there because somebody made who is the J2K that said Bayard and Brisker are free agents after this year. Probably not both of them. One of them, and if I'm leaning which one I'm keeping, I'm thinking that they're gonna probably keep Bayard, especially he already knows he's year to year at this point. Like he's already said it publicly in the media. Jaquan injury prone, stuff like that. I think that young body is gonna be Zay Frazier going in the back because he got safety experience already, and Nashawn, he's gonna stay on the outside. Like he's not getting moved from that spot if he stays.
And even if we're gonna talk about Brisker, I believe Brisker, look, obviously, if another team comes and throw the brink trucks at one of these dudes, we probably gonna lose them. You know what I mean? Ryan Poles, J2K saying we got $2 million in cap space, need to restructure some.
Yeah, it's definitely coming. That's definitely coming.
Yeah, but it's the salary cap. You can make it work. You know what I mean? You can manipulate the cap to make shit like this work. Now, going out and bringing in a whole new guy for 100, obviously that won't be, something like that won't be feasible. But you can make it work. You can make it's the salary cap. There's a lot of dudes, smart dudes in that building, men and women, who get paid a lot of money to make this shit work. You know what I mean? So I think they can make it work. If they wanted to keep these dudes, they could figure something out. But it's will they? Like Tyreek, Tyreek. Well, I guess y'all said he got one more year. So I guess Tyreek not getting talked about just
through
yet.
26.
So he's through 26. That's nice. That's good. That is good. You can I don't think Nashawn going nowhere regardless. I think they keeping him. Like you said, Zay Frazier, they the same type of player when they like those long cornerbacks that can those long physical cornerbacks, and Zay Frazier and Nashawn Wright, they fit that mold. Kind of like Dennis Allen likes those bigger edge rushers like Montez Sweat, Dayo Adangbo. That was a big reason he came. The size that he got to play the edge. Exactly. But you wanna you ready? Go ahead. What you got?
I was gonna say, how did you feel like so we seen both Kyler and JJ come back today? How did you feel seeing them on the field?
Well, JJ got shook up. Got shook up by
you said he's gonna bite on the double moves.
Yeah. What was Devontae Smith? He got shook up about Devontae Smith. You know, it's gonna happen, especially your first game back. I thought they played well.
I did too.
Because you mentioned it, you said I forgot exactly what you said in the chat, and correct me if I'm wrong. You mentioned how CJ was out there, Kyler was out there, like all of them was out there.
All three of them were out there at the same time, yeah.
And Ben Johnson just said on third down, yes, like they didn't just take, they were in dime. They didn't just take, they weren't just in nickel. They didn't just take, they were in nickel all game. If they weren't in dime, they was in nickel. So, but they ended up taking either DeMarco Jackson or Amin O. They took one of them out the game and put Kyler in there too. So now you got both your nickel cornerbacks out on the field with Jalen Johnson. I thought they played well for their first game back. Devontae Smith and AJ Brown. Like, look, I get it. Philly got some issues going on. I don't know, some drama, some identity problems. But I asked y'all last week, Mixed It. I never thought Jalen Hurts, that's not what they do. You know what I mean? They it's an option if they figure it out. They need to go to that, but that's not what they do. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, they're good wide receivers. I thought Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon came in and did exactly what they needed to do. They didn't blow nobody away. You know what I mean? But they weren't liabilities on the field by any means. So I liked it. Get the feet wet and keep CJ on the field because you need him on the field. Now, Tyreek might come back next week, and I'm with Nashawn. I don't know where you stand with it, but I'm with Nashawn now. So
I think you said it earlier. Let's ride the high hand. Same thing with Ozzy. They had we was talking about how Ozzy wasn't as good in run protection and run blocking and stuff. And today they got 250 yards. Like he's a part of that. It's like,
yes,
you got to make a stand somewhere. And today he made his. So definitely. True Pilgrim said, I won't buy it, Brisker and CJ back. We're probably going to lose Nashawn Wright. I'm going to be honest. I do feel like it is going to come down to a situation where he's going to have multiple opportunities in front of him. I feel like this connection he has with Al Harris and what they've been able to do on this defense and the opportunity that they gave him in terms of just him being more than just, a depth piece. Like he's a big part of the team. You know what I'm saying? So I think if he does have multiple opportunities in front of him, I don't feel like there's a reason why he would look at the Bears and be like, I did what I was supposed to do here. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't necessarily see that being the case, but I don't think it's just going to be like, no, I'm not going to look at, what's being offered to me and seeing what that's about.
We look at some of these comments some more. Nacho said we get a discount on Cole Kmet and DeAndre Swift. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Especially Cole Kmet. Swift having a good year. So, but I don't think they're gonna overpay Swift. Is this Swift last year? No, we got 3 years with Swift, don't we? I thought we had 3 years.
We had,
and this is only his second. Unless I'm tripping, this is third. I could be wrong. Chat, put it in the chat.
I'm pretty sure this is his second. I don't think he was here before the year before last.
Yeah, I thought he came in last year, but yeah, Mama Blues, you might be right. We might lose somebody, and we'll see. I just hopefully if we lose Nahshon, right, they're gonna throw money at him. Like not us, but we might, but I'm talking about like other teams. They're gonna try to bring him in and pay him.
He putting a lot of good tape out there right now.
A lot of good fucking tape. A lot of good tape, man. And he's taking the ball away, but Al Harris, like we all know what he did with Deron Bland and Diggs and in Dallas. Hopefully he could do that same with another one of these cats that we bring in if we lose Nahshon. Let me read this comment and then we can get Caleb up on the screen as well. Bear True said it's not easy. It's not an easy contract to do because he a scheme fit, but you probably betting on Allen to develop others. Yep, that's what I was just talking about. He said also you still got Stevenson. So if you do a contract, you do it now. So Wright protects himself from injury.
Yeah, that's a big part of it too.
Absolutely. These dudes won't guarantee. They want security, future security, just in case they do get hurt. And I think honestly, it'd be cheaper if you did get it done, got it done now, and instead of waiting to the end of the season.
What do you think would cost more if Tyreek? Because is it a contract year for Tyreek? No, we said through 2026, right?
Right. Yeah. But
so they're gonna get paid at different times. But who would you feel like is worth more from a financial standpoint?
Dude, I gotta go Nahshon. I just think people like to is recency bias. You know what I mean? And he got all these flashy takeaways, these numbers. He was before Bayer pulled away. Well, got that interception today. They were tied for first, right? I believe so. That's gonna hold a lot of weight in any negotiation you come out there and do. And not to mention, they was talking about that dude got 3 forced fumbles or fumble recoveries or whatever. He's around the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's around the ball. So I would go Nahshon Wright. I don't know what you think. Where would you go? Where would you lean?
I mean, I haven't had the luxury of being able to see that with Jalen Johnson on the opposite side of the field, playing at a high level. And I feel like that's something that I want to see because last year when we seen Jalen Johnson on, we seen Tyreek Stevenson off. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather see a situation where you got one guy that is opportunistic. He's going to get after the football. And the other side where it's like you can't really pick on this guy with Jalen Johnson. He gave up a play earlier today, but he also made some plays in his first game back. So I definitely feel like I would rather see Nahshon Wright and Jalen Johnson play together because I feel like I've seen Tyreek and Jalen Johnson play together.
And Johnny coming in saying Nahshon with 8 total takeaways leads the NFL. So that's crazy. That's gonna hold a lot of weight in any negotiations he come out here with. So maybe he gonna look at us like y'all gave me the opportunity to show this. We shall see. But let's get Caleb Williams out the way. QB1 spoke on his up and down day, 17 for 36, 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Here's Caleb Williams at the podium.
What's up, everybody? Let's get it rolling.
You look more and more light-skinned every press conference.
I think every single game that we want to play and that we play, it is to make a statement.
You do look
that's
a little
just
light.
another game
Maybe
for us.
Light,
focus on being 1-0 each week, and we keep doing that. We keep focusing on what's inside, the noise inside of the building. Honestly, it doesn't. The statements and all of that, is more of the outside noise, more of kind of stuff for y'all to kind of talk about, and the analysts and all the whoever to talk about. And so, we'll keep focusing on ourselves. We'll keep focusing on being 1-0. We'll keep focusing on finding ways to win games, but also find ways to better ourselves so we can be where we want to be.
Does beating the defending Super Bowl champion at their place in primetime feel important?
It's a division game, or NFC game, and so it is very important to us because we understand what it is and what it means for us. But going into the game, you don't put that type of energy, you don't put that type of pressure, you don't put that type of focus or comparisons or anything like that. You focus on being 1-0, you focus on winning the game, and
same complexion as my brother.
However, just focus on coming out to win. That's the most important thing.
Light right.
Touchdown pass to Komet, and how tough is it to put a touch on the ball
with the win? Yeah. that's the fun part about playing QB. It's dealing with conditions, and then finding ways to kind of calculate where you need to put the ball, and how much.
Man, I'm gonna keep
air,
saying this.
More touch on it than I've ever
such
seen him
weird
do today.
gust that we had today.
Yeah,
it would be kind of no wind, and then random points to be super heavy gust, and so Cole ran a great route, and they ended up dropping them, and just kind of saw him flash. It's the play we haven't really practiced too much, especially this week was short week and all of that. So
he was just playing football.
It was something that we trusted, something we believe in ourselves, as a team, as an offense, and as players. And Cole ran a great route, like I said. They kind of dropped him.
27 years old,
trying to catch up to him. Just wanted to lay it out there, let the wind kind of push it back to him.
27, 28.
Cole made a great catch.
Were you looking at him the whole way, or were you just about to consider a check down?
I was about to consider the check down, and I looked up because I had space and time. There was a defender starting to chase Swift, and so I ended up looking up and peeked up, saw Cole, and like I said, gave him a a good ball, and let him go make a play.
And did Ben take his shirt off in the?
He did take his shirt off.
Get y'all
he's a man of the people. Let's say that. Yeah.
How important was this run game to this success today, and did that even surprise you?
No, it's not a surprise. We got elite backs. We have an elite offensive line, and we have a elite wide receiver group that is willing to go put themselves out there and block for the betterment of the team. Even on a day where maybe we're not going to throw as much, or the conditions are affecting it a little bit, affecting the pass game and things like that. And so their willingness, especially with who they are, the type of receivers they are, where they've been drafted, and how special they are, their willingness to go out there and block. It's tremendous. It's awesome to watch. It's awesome to see from my point of view, but also I can't wait to go watch it on film and kind of get excited about it, because that's the sacrifice we need. That's the sacrifice that we want every single week from everybody on the field. And so them being able to do that is tremendous for us.
Did you hear the stat that the last time the Bears had 200 yards rushing?
Yeah, 1985. That's a cool stat, right? And so having that, I know it provides a lot of confidence within the coaching. I know it provides a lot of confidence in the O-line and running backs, especially that, they can put the game on their back. They can do everything, that we need to win for us. And, when it comes time for us to pass, or whatever case may be, we can do it. And, we did that today. But, when it came down to it, we put the ball in the running back's hands, and they were electric for us.
You mentioned from your perspective, what is it like when you hand the ball off and you look and you turn around and
you see a crease? Yeah, it's super fun. I don't know if y'all ever kind of see me back there, but when I see a crease, I start getting really excited. I start jumping around like a little kid. And so, I'm excited, for those guys. Those are my brothers. And I get up, like I've said before, I get up every single day to go out here and work my hardest so that these guys can succeed. And, I'm going to keep doing that, because it's supremely fun to, see smiles on those guys' faces after games, but also during games when, they're being explosive. O-line, is doing a hell of a job. Wide receivers blocking well, and the, running backs are having these big explosive plays. So, we're going to keep chugging along, and, we're going to keep winning these games.
Did you get the sense that their defense was getting demoralized, especially when they were opening up those big gaps?
Yeah, I think anytime you start, you start having explosive plays, and especially explosive plays through the run game, you start tiring out defenses. You go in wide zone, you go keepers, you start misdirections, all these different things, and mental, their mental, I would say, gets tired. That's what you typically see, but also physically you get tired. And so, that's kudos to our head coach and our offensive staff, and then also, like I said, the players.
What did you see on the fourth down pass to Colston?
Going that way, yeah. Yeah, he was one-on-one, safety rotated down, and they're a match team. And so he ended up basically being one-on-one, and, just tried to give him a good ball. He ran a great route. Defender fell down. And, those are moments, key moments where you got to give your guy a shot. And he ran a great route, and it was an easy completion.
It seemed like a couple of your receivers had trouble with the footing earlier. Was there any part of you at the moment that went, oh, one of their guys fell down this time?
Yeah, those are always when I actually started to throw the ball.
Like y'all said, it was on both sides.
He ended up getting a little bit closer to the sideline, so I threw it a little bit back inside. Once I noticed, kind of mid throw, started my throw, and just wanted to keep him in bounds and make sure it was a sure catch inbounds for us to, in a big moment.
Kind of emphasize that it's, you guys still have not played your best.
Yeah, no.
How are you feeling right now? After it seems like nobody's as excited as you are. Maybe the stat line isn't what you would love, but I know you care about the win column. So how do you put in perspective just the idea of the best is still to come?
Yeah, I come in every single week and we work our tail off as a group, and myself included, and I want to maximize every single thing. That's why I get frustrated. That's why my frustration comes about, because I have such a talented group, whether it's the whole team, really, special teams, defense. But speaking on offense, we have such a talented group and special group, and we got guys that really care, and so we can do something special for Chicago. And the frustration comes in just because you want to maximize, you don't want to waste time, you don't want to waste a year or anything like that. And that's why we get up that's why I get up every day. And so we haven't hit our pinnacle yet in the sense of a team and execution on offense, and we're still winning these games, and so that's really important, and that's why I'm extremely excited. But you go watch the film and you see all these explosive plays, or you see all these small details that show up that are awesome to learn from after the game. But in the moment, you want to hit those, you want to have these moments and just hit on all cylinders. And so that's coming, and we're going to show our best ball here soon.
Do you feel like you're going to wake up tomorrow and the whole world's going to have a whole new opinion, a whole new level of expectation?
He don't care.
No. It don't matter either way.
They'll probably say whatever they have to say, and but that really doesn't faze us. That really doesn't really deal with us. We have no expectation other than to go in, work hard, give our best effort on Sundays, and every once in a while Friday maybe. But give our best effort and try and come out victorious. Other than that, the outside noise, everybody's expectations, everybody's thoughts, everybody, we could care less.
The couple more biggest run of the day came right after Sean got the takeaway.
Yep.
How do you describe that momentum? So I was 31 the next snap.
Yeah, that was right after I threw my interception, right? And we got the Nashawn fumble.
Bear down, Sonny. We right there with you, my guy.
Tremendous job by the defense to start there. When you have such a momentum swing and you give them, such great field position, like I did, throwing that interception, it's kudos to them first, and then having that momentum swing back in our favor, and then having a big explosive play is really important. It shows who we are as a team. It shows the adversity and how we fight through and how we show up for each other. And so it was huge for us.
How do you describe this team's ability to stay locked in on the now?
That's who we've been. We started.
I know we're showing out for Packers week, right?
Hey, Packers go on this streak of winning.
Showing out.
A lot of noise, and so
I'm gonna be up here with
we understand where we are. We understand who we are. We understand where we're going to be as a team, and you focus on that. You focus on the betterment of the team as a group, and you come out with these wins week to week, and you don't let the noise, the outside noise, the negative moments, shine too bright within us and within our group, and it's a positive thing that we've been able to do this year, and something we got to keep doing. Awesome.
The Bears, Caleb Williams, QB1, as always, after a victory or a loss. Listen to what he has to say, and then we jump right into the Caleb Williams guide, and then we finish it off by grading his performance. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. If you watching, we got 113 people in here right now across all three platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you watching on Facebook or Twitter, please head over to YouTube, hit the like button there, and subscribe if you have not. Show some love, help us grow the channel. We keep growing. We keep trying to grow. We on the road to 600 right now.
We close, y'all.
Exactly. We close and eventually want to get to 1,000. So we're going to start, baby steps. We'll get to 600 first. But Caleb Williams, 17 for 36, 154 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. You mentioned earlier in the show, actually, it was your great, right? Not your great, but your not so great. Inaccuracy. The inaccurate passes that Caleb was throwing out there today, and there definitely was some, and Ben Johnson talked about the win or whatever, but me personally, I think there was a throw today where I felt like the scramble to the right, I think it was earlier in the first half, scramble to the right, OZ in the back of the end zone, and it was like one of his signature rollout, cross the body, move on the move throws. You remember, what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I felt he could make that throw. Did you feel that too? Like
we kind of threw it back towards the middle. He was standing under the uprights.
Yeah, he just missed it, right? Like,
yeah.
I think that's a positive that we feel wholeheartedly he can make that throw. And to me, like, he missed it. And I'm not like, fuck, like, Caleb, you need to fucking make that throw. It's like, give it to him again. I know he gonna make it. You know what I mean? But he was off target with some throws today. And I mean, he was under, you say it was under 50%. Yeah, he was under 50.
Yeah, 17 for 35, just under
50%. Look, what did you think in totality about Caleb's performance?
So to be honest, this is where I felt that this was another week that I seen him continue this growth as a quarterback. What I like seeing about Caleb's game the most. Wait, before I continue, Nacho said that he threw away 4 passes from pressure. I think it was about that too. So
throwaways, and he dirted some.
Yeah, he dirted 2 screens.
Yeah, yep.
And then he had one he had to throw out on a rollaway. One he got hit, and I thought they was gonna give him a grounding call, but he made it out of the tackle box. Those are the 4 that I remember. But I think when it comes to avoiding negative plays, he's done well with that, especially in this game. I thought we was gonna be facing a lot of pressure from the middle, and in some part we kind of got Phillips on the outside a little bit, but instead of trying to run around and do all this crazy stuff, he, I feel like he kind of made the right decisions. Like, instead of, throwing it out while you're standing in the tackle box, throw it at the feet of the receiver on the screen. Like, I thought that was smart. I thought the other 2 plays where he threw it out, he did the right thing. Like, he's making the right decisions in those moments.
His decision making.
Yeah, versus just trying to make a play through anything. But as far as what I like, and I'll just kind of elaborate on what I mean by this when I say I want him to throw less. And if y'all in the comments, if y'all feel differently, I want y'all to let me know too. But what I feel, we come up here and we listen to Caleb Williams talk every week about opportunities and making the most of them and stuff like that. Where I've seen our offense do the best work is when we put our run game first, like you said, and we throwing off of that. We seeing the play actions, the rollouts from under center and stuff like that, where Caleb can still get on the move, but he can throw. I think in some capacity, we said this, I think it was last week when you said Caleb don't like when the game is not in his hands.
Yeah.
Right? What if we see a situation where it's like he's got 25 pass attempts this game? Now you really got to make the most of them. And instead of going out here and throwing 17 for 35, we need to see throw 17 for 25. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want him to have opportunities to throw it when it makes sense and him make them. Like, I feel like because he's going out there putting it up 30, 40 times a game, almost 40, he's just like, next play. And I get that. Like, you can't sit in the play that just happened.
Right.
But you need to make the most of this play, because what happens is teams start chasing you down, and then we start leaving that door open. Today, our defense help us keep it closed.
Yes, sir.
But when you start making the most of those opportunities, and we talking about a 17 for 25 game when you had 2 that you threw in the dirt and 2 that you threw away, that's when we start seeing this team become really, really dangerous. I don't even think that they need to throw it all day like they've been.
So I agree with the statement. I agree with that point. So would you say, like, are you more like, because you know me, I have been, there's some Bears fans who think Ben Johnson can do no wrong. You know what I mean? And rightfully so. I mean, he's the savior, yada, yada, yada. But so, like, when you make that 25 passes instead of 30s, upper 30s, almost goddamn 40 passes, like, that's the Ben Johnson thing, right?
Yeah, that's definitely that's play calling. That's like
play
you
calling.
said, like we looking at him in situations where y'all looking at each other like, why is we not running it right here? You know what I'm saying? He's like, he even came on the stand and was like, I was greedy in that spot. I wanted the point, so I wanted the extra yardage or whatever. Like, we definitely, like, when we ran the ball 40 times today, and this game was in hand.
And I told you it could have been, should have been 50.
When we run it 20 times, we coming out looking at the post game, looking at the locker room and saying, if the Bears are close, we don't want close. We know what we could do in this close. Now we want y'all just to impose our will. Like, that's the kind of football we need to start seeing going forward, especially when it's getting cold, and that's the game plan that you have for the weather conditions. This is cold. This Chicago. Exactly. We talking about a snowstorm tomorrow. So like,
y'all get 6. I think we projected like 6 to 8 inches up here in Wisconsin.
I think it's something around the same.
So it's gonna hit us both Midwest. Shout out to my boy Rob Sanders, though, man. Appreciate you jumping in the chat. Much love to you, my guy. Packer fan. He said next week about to be a movie, and we just talked about that briefly. My boy mixed it. It's gonna be up. Packer week gonna be up. We go live twice a week, Wednesday nights and post-game shows after every single show. So we will be here with some fun and productive talk about it. Packer week is up. It's up, Rob. It's up. But I'm with you. If we could see it with the run game, but see this, Ben Johnson has to, like I said, mixed. I was obnoxious and I was blowing y'all phone up today. I was again. I know y'all was probably tired of it, but I was serious. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get that through. And if you or Wes didn't agree with me, I wanted to make sure that again,
he be having some harsh words on bad plays, y'all. He be having some harsh things to say about this team. I just be like, next down, bro. Come on.
Let me do. Let me, you know how I go. Let me do my thing or whatever. Because I'm seeing it. We all seen it, but I'm seeing it in a little different way. In my way of seeing it. Again, like, okay, stop the. But when I started doing that shit, what was he doing?
He was running.
Boom, 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 boom.
Back to back. I walked him all the way down to a touchdown.
Exactly. And the thing is, this defense that Vic Fangio was in, we talked about this on Wednesday. I trusted Ben to have the answers. Vic Fangio ain't no punk, man.
No.
That's not like, come on, man. We just I got a Packer fan in the chat. I think they beat the Packers like 10-3 or some shit. What was it?
Yeah,
like,
it was a real low scoring game.
Real low scoring game. Every defense, and I didn't say this last week, but I'm gonna say this today. I don't mixed it. Hear me when I say this, and I think I'm the first to say it on here. I don't think it matters what defense we play. That's what type of offense we got. You give us the best defense in the fucking league, bro. We played 2 of them. Philly and Brian Flores. It don't matter. Our offense dictates, what the scoring gonna look like.
I'll throw Tomlin in there too.
Oh, I almost forgot Tomlin too. We played 3 of the best defensive coordinators in the goddamn league, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Best defensive minds in the league, and I don't think it matters. I don't think we finna play. We got Green Bay,
Cleveland, Green Bay again.
Those are good defensive units.
Facts.
I don't think it matters if Caleb is on point with his accuracy. You think they can stop? What's going to be going on if the wide receivers and Caleb is on point and they on the same page? We know Ben's going to call a good game. Hopefully, ups and downs throughout, but that's football. I think Bears fans forget, like, okay, you miss a throw here, you make a bad call. Even me too. I'm Jalen Johnson a bitch or whatever I'm gonna say to y'all in the chat. But it's football. You know what I'm saying? Like. You watch every football game, ain't nobody perfect throughout the game, all 4 quarters. It's not going to be perfect every time.
It's problem solving.
Exactly. It's fucking problem solving. And when you're going against a dude like Vic Fangio, who we know very well in Chicago, very well, you go on that. problem solve a little bit. That's why I asked y'all the question. Last week, do you feel like Caleb has is he going to be tougher going against Vic defense or Brian Flores defense? Which we faced twice. So Packer week gonna be big, but in terms of Caleb, and guess who you see who just jumped in the chat? You see who just jumped in the motherfucking chat.
Zoe.
Our little cousins, Zoe from the Vikings. Appreciate you jumping in. I'm glad you finally giving us our due respect because we played well, Zoe. We did. We played well. We played a well football game. It wasn't perfect, but we played well. Rob said I might jump in the convo after next week's game. Let's get back to Caleb. So given what we know about the numbers, given what we just talked about, what is inaccuracy issues, maybe some play calling in there, like the screen. I didn't like that third screen or fourth screen or whatever it was. Oh, all in all, like you got Bear Truth saying he managed he steadied the ship. Yeah. In the wind, that wind was crazy out there. What would your grade be for Caleb?
It'd be like a B, somewhere in that range. Okay. I think the managing the game well in this situation is key, especially with the game plan that they had going in. Like you said, Vic, like Fangio, he's not new to this. Okay, so it's like he can be one of them ones that can give us a tough day, but this is the type of game plan. This is the type of offense running that you have to try to figure out a way to stop, not the other way around. And us trying to figure out a way to combat this match look every other down. We gonna play our style of football, and y'all got to figure out how to meet us here. And I feel like like I said, just him making better decisions and stuff, that was enough for me, especially when he brought it back when he threw that touchdown to Cole Kmet after the pick. I think that kind of made me feel better about it.
I talked about it earlier that Cole Kmet touchdown, dude. We waited all game for that. Yeah, like we waited all game for those, and they talked about it on the screen. It's crazy, and I'm not capping, bro. When it happened, I literally went up to the TV and started drawing. Look, babe, I was talking to my lady. Look, safety come up, and he started looking. This is what we've been waiting for all game. And all you see the swiggle lines, they did it too at the same exact time. Patience. You've been running the ball, waiting for those safeties to come up because this is the type of scheme. This is what anybody who know a little bit about football, they know what he's doing. He's not letting you get explosive plays. We talked about this.
Trying to keep you in the pocket.
Run, and soon be patient because it didn't. When did that touchdown come in? Late third or was it early fourth? I don't remember, but it was later in the game. It wasn't in the first half. Vic Fangio was true to himself in the whole first. We're gonna wait you out. At some point, you're gonna have to bring some other dudes in this box to stop this run. Mm-hmm. We gonna keep running it at you. They came up, Caleb rolled out, pump fake, boom, over the top. Love to see it. You went with a solid B. Was that a solid B?
Yeah, I think the interception is as far as like we kind of agreed that was a little bit more of a coaching decision, running the same call too many times and thinking that they wasn't gonna catch on. But
because we saw him dirt a couple screens. It's like
exactly, and that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say like that one. He kind of just didn't see him come up on it. But if he had his eyes in a better spot, I think he would have dirted that one the same way. But we was also talking about other spots where his eyes wasn't in the right place, like when he tried to throw it to Rome in the corner, but he seen him late and his feet wasn't set, stuff like that. It's the operation. Like you get that down, you have a better game. And I think that those higher percentage games is gonna come. So
solid B from you, right?
Yeah.
Solid B. I'd have to go. Damn. I look. This one tough for me. I'm gonna go B-. I'm gonna go B-. Actually, I'm gonna go C+. I'm gonna go C+. Just because the overall picture. Now, do I think Caleb played bad? No. Do I think he played a B game like you gave him? I think he played a B game. But like at this point in time, for me, I'm looking at Caleb like, do it. You know what I mean? Just make it happen.
Just make it happen. Yeah.
Throw. Certain it's football. They get paid too. So everything not gonna be perfect. You're gonna have these, and in the win. But I told you, what did I say? I think the way Caleb throws, his arm power, his throwing power can cut through that wind. You know what I mean?
I was so surprised to see him just kind of lofting so much up the other day. I'm like, where's this missile we've seen for 12 weeks?
Exactly.
Like, I don't think he threw one with that much force at all today. And I'm like, you could cut right through this, and you know it.
That's what he does. Like, it'd be 10-yard routes, and he throwing missiles at him.
The hardest thing he can throw. And we just see him kind of, and I'm just like, oh, okay. We've been asking you to have some touch.
A little bit of touch. Yeah.
This not a little bit. This is a lot of it.
Yeah, he was putting some touch on some. But like I said, all in all, and Bear Truth put it in the chat too. He steadied the ship.
Yeah,
he is the leader of this team. I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't know where you stand on it. I know where West stand on it. That's the best player on this football team. He's the best player on this football team. Now, does he need help to win these games? Absolutely. This is not basketball. You're not just gonna get a LeBron or a Kobe or whatever and just go out there and dominate the other 5 players on it. You need all 11 players to win these games. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm seeing a lot of new people in the chat that is I hate this new update. So like Crazy Steve blasted. I don't even know what that means, but I've been seeing a lot of new people in the chat. But I'm going C+. I'm going C+ mixed it. You win solid B. I'm going C+ just because the numbers' sake. I think they matter a little bit to me. Me personally, to me. He should have had 2 touchdowns. Rome should have caught 1. That should have been. I was confused, man. Like, because if that's your number 1 read, he won right away. Like,
instantly. He was absolutely gone. Yeah,
like it didn't take no time. So that's why I was just giving. I was giving Caleb the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe that was not his first read.
And then as soon as they played the replay, I looked dead at his legs. I'm like,
and they was
where are your feet?
Terrible.
Like where are your feet? Because it felt like you could have got you can get that up another yard and a half.
Even seeing it late though, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even seeing it late.
Mama Blues always got a lower grade than me. Y'all make me feel generous on her, man. I feel like for like the second week in a row, we need to see Mama Blues grades first before we go with ours.
Before we keep going. She said for Caleb C+/B-. But I mean,
that's real.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was hanging through, just because I do agree. I grade Caleb differently than most people. I got a weird criteria the way I look at it, but Nacho saying I can't remember more than 1 or 2 tough catches for Rome all year long. Okay,
he definitely dropped a few.
So when he talk about tough catches, now let me leave that up there real quick.
We talked about this before.
Yeah, what did I say last week? The Nation Wright interception. I'm like, damn, can we get a wide receiver that can catch that like on offense? Like what AJ Brown did tonight. Like he was making some tough fucking catches. You know what I mean? Now, I will say this. Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams both came out and said they don't like 50-50 balls. That's not what they do. They don't. They both literally said that. And AJ Brown was catching some 50-50 balls. You know what I mean? Nice. That Nation Wright interception was a 50-50. They don't like that. That's not what they do. They both came out and said it. So when we talk about tough catches, me personally, I'll be talking about the ones toe tap and fall out of bounds as you and catch it. You know what I mean? Those are the tough ones, I guess, I'm looking for. But I agree with you, Nacho. That's a long way of saying I agree.
The catches that you got to stand in a phone booth to make. Just like the one that he had in the corner. Like you right up against the pylon. You step too far on one side, you out of bounds. You step too far on the other side, you're not in range. This happened to be a situation where it was short. Or like the catch to Zacchaeus that we thought we seen over the middle, but he dropped it when Caleb was rolling out to the right, the one we was talking about earlier.
Touchdown?
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't catch it, but those are the type of catches that we're talking about. It's tough catches. Like that was gonna be hard to bring in, but if you get that in, like if you can get your hands on that and get your feet down, that's gonna be one of the best catches we've seen on the team all year.
Man, all year. And what's good, Smitty? Appreciate you jumping in here. We just chopping it up about Caleb right now. I'm right there with you. And what was I saying all game? Even with Caleb, like I'm not biased towards Caleb. I call him out when he fucking up. You know how I get down on him in the group chat. Look, we needed people, not Rome, Caleb, whoever, be great this game now. This is the 8-3 or were they not? I don't know. 8-3, right?
9-3 now.
Not Eagles. They were 8-8.
Oh yeah, we both 8-3. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Be great against this team, Super Bowl champions. You know what I mean? Be great. Let's stop doing the same shit we've been doing. We're gonna need Caleb to hit those throws. We're gonna need Rome and everybody else to make catches that we were normally dropping or chalking it up as a drop or whatever. So C+ for me. B from my guy Mixed It. Let's keep this thing rolling. Hit that like button, everybody. We got grades coming up, and then we'll give out some game balls and wrap this thing up.
Before we go into the grades, I want to speak on this because I did speak on this last week. So if y'all was with us last episode. So if y'all was with us for our last stream, I told you who I felt like was gonna be my matchup for the game.
Oh, yeah, this is good.
And I want to talk about that. Y'all
like this.
We 0-1 on the show because my matchup did not do what he was supposed to do, but we still won the game. I say we 0-1 because I felt like if my matchup didn't do what he was supposed to do, we weren't going to be able to win this game. But despite Montez Sweat, to be specific, Montez Sweat versus Fred Johnson, who wasn't having the best of a season, he was the one to end Montez Sweat's streak. Montez Sweat did not record a sack.
Oh, he didn't get one today, did he?
No, he did not. He did not record a sack today. I'll take a little bit more in-depth look when the PFF numbers come out to see what they got as far as pressures. But just off the eye test, before I even talk about it, I just want to see what you see in terms of the pressure from the D-line and Montez Sweat, if you was paying attention to that at all.
Well, because I was watching, I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know if you was watching or not. So I sent it to the group chat like,
I know I was watching.
Yeah.
Watching. I just ain't had too much to say.
I'm like, we watching Montez right now. Look, Montez, I don't know what how they gonna classify a pressure or whatever. I thought he was getting there sometimes. Maybe he had been the corner and Jalen Hurts.
He's the king of almost getting home.
Almost, it was a lot of almost getting homes. And what's his name get paid too? He's gonna step up in the pocket. Yeah. And I thought and I'm with you, Smitty. I'm with you. I'm right there with you. I don't like PFF, but sometimes you got to use it for something to go off of. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
to get these
exactly
numbers. But did he? So we talking about the key matchup, and this is why I like the key matchup, so we can go back and look and see how it affected the game or impacted the game. I don't think he dominated. I don't think he beat what's his name? Was it Fred Johnson? Fred Johnson. But I thought he beat him sometimes. Hurts was getting the ball out sometimes. I thought he was almost getting there. And in the run game, I definitely thought the whole D-line did what they had to do in the run game. I thought in the run game he was doing what he had to do. Control that edge. Don't let him bounce it outside. I don't think Barkley had any runs bounced outside. Did he do what we wanted him to do to Fred? No. Was he a liability against? No, absolutely not.
He definitely made his presence felt.
He was just a tick slower on some of those, and I think he was hitting them. I think that's why we got to look at the QB pressures, the QB hits, knockdowns. But I thought he was okay. He didn't blow my mind by any means, though.
Yeah, it's funny because you just said you grade Caleb on a different criteria. I was gonna say I was kind of looking at that as the same thing with Montez. I don't say Montez specifically. I grade him on a different criteria, but when you're a veteran, especially a veteran that's like, you know what your job is. You know what you're supposed to come in here and be able to do. And like what you're supposed to come up and do against Fred Johnson, who statistically is like not really doing that hot this year. Right. I did expect him to get home. Nacho just said that he'll take pressures over a sack. I'm right there with you, because my biggest thing, I think I said this on the last stream too, was we got to make Jalen Hurts uncomfortable. And I don't think Jalen Hurts really was like super uncomfortable, but like they were in a lot of situations where like he's got to go get this on third.
Yeah.
And they were shutting him down. Like that run game, it was not doing what they needed it to do to be able to kind of keep them just on schedule.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they were really prepared to come in and try to get 12 first downs. On third down that they had. Like, so, well, I think what word Ben Johnson said they was 4 for 12 on third down or something like that.
Them
defensively. Yeah,
I can look it up. I can look it up real quick. Just keep talking. I got it right here. They were, 4
for 12. Mm-hmm. Like that's a big deal, because once you start getting the second half of the game and they down 2 scores and stuff, they got to start playing this a little bit different. And then that's how teams usually get into playing into our hands, as far as us being able to take away the ball and stuff like that. So I think they did kind of do their job as far as that. But Montez Sweat himself, I don't think he had like the game-changing performance that I thought we would have needed to win. So
based off the competition, he was the matchup that you highlighted, especially when we seen. Look, even if you disagreed, anybody disagreed with what I said about Jalen Phillips versus Darnell Wright, can't nobody lie and say we didn't see Jalen Phillips. You know what I mean? We saw him create some pressures and havoc on our quarterback. So I'm glad you mentioned that and brought that back up, because that's a good point. And be on the lookout against the Packers. We're gonna do it again. Get this key matchup and then spin the block and see how they did. And did they impact the game like we actually wanted them to, or did they just, was they just out there? And you picked a tough one for the first, the first one, because first of all, he's on a streak. And then second is Montez Sweat. You know what I mean? Like Montez, he's had a lot of heat on him. You know what I mean? But he should have been able to do something against what's his name. And I like this performance. It could have been better for sure, but I like this performance.
Yeah.
Let's see. He said he threw a lot of bad passes. That pressure was effective. And Nacho saying that, so he'll take the pressure over the sack. What we kept saying, he's getting there.
King almost getting home.
The King almost get home. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get these grades. Let's do these grades. There ain't no Chef West grades again. It's gonna be our grades. So let's do it. So I'll let you choose who you want to go with first. Which unit do you want to go with first for the grades? Offense, defense, special teams, or coaching?
Let's start from the top down. Let's go with the coaches.
You want to start with the coaches first? Okay. That's interesting. Mama Blue said he definitely had a lot of almost moments.
Yeah.
Coaching. So this is funny, because when we talk about coaching, the offensive coordinator specifically, you gave him your great, I gave him my not so great. You know what I'm saying? Overall game, I liked what I saw from Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
Could he have gotten to the run game and did it earlier? Yes. Well, did I not the screen 3 or 4 screens? I didn't like that. And I also didn't like. I would have took the field goal earlier in on that 4th and 1. Remember that?
You did mention that.
The first drive,
in the first half.
I'm not mad at it though. That's the thing. It's just like if I was the play caller, would I send Cairo out there? Yes, I probably would have done that. Am I mad that he went for it? Like, I get it. We went for it. I think that one we went for it before and we got it on the QB sneak or whatever. I wasn't mad at it. I just had a different way I would have went about it. Special teams, Richard Hightower. I thought they were fine today. They didn't show up in a negative way at all that I could remember.
We started off with good field position a couple of times.
And then fucking Dennis. Look, Dennis Allen was I think he was the best coach out there. We didn't really talk about him today. So I'm gonna go coaching B+. I'm gonna go B+. To keep what kept me from an A were those issues that I had. I thought we should have ran it earlier. The game could have been put away well before we did it, but we got it done. B+ for sure for me. That's the only thing that keep me from an A.
Mama Blues, where you at? We need to see your grade.
Ben, she says, Mama Blue said Ben over solid B. Maybe B+, just because he did adjust. Just can't go A because he should have been adjusted.
Yeah, I think he was kind of along the same lines. Like we kind of started to shy away from the run, and then it was like, all right, now let's go get back to what's been working.
Yeah, after Caleb threw that pick, that's when he's like, fuck that.
And see, I'm kind of right there with you. I'll say B or B+. I want to say B, and the only reason why I say B is because I'm really putting that interception on Ben Johnson. I think that's just a bad play call in a bad moment. But the word of the day, again, impose your will. Like that's the word of the day. The word of the day is again.
Oh,
because we're gonna do it again and again and again until they stop it.
Exactly.
Like that's real trenches football right there. And like just to be able to do that with 2 backs, not just one, not with just Saquon Barkley, you know what I'm saying, who's going to be their main back and take 85% of the snaps or whatever, but you got Monanga and DeAndre Swift who can share the load, and like every other down is a fresh guy back there. So yeah, you got Phillips, you got Carter and stuff, but they're going to get tired. They're going to get tired of these offensive linemen trying to smack them in the mouth every other play. So I think DA definitely gave them, like, DA by himself is an A. Like he changes the weight on this grade a lot. I was mad at Ben for that. I was mad at Ben for that interception. I'm like, did we not see this play last drive?
We kept seeing it.
Like, yeah.
How many times Caleb gonna have to dirt it and to let you know that they're not biting? We got him once. You know what I mean? We did catch him once, but he kept dirting that ball. So you went B, I went B+. Nacho went A+. That's crazy. I can't go A+. Yeah, I'm with you, Mama Blues. Not A+ is crazy.
A. That's all coaches collectively.
Yeah. Defense next or offense next?
Whichever way you want to go with it.
All right, let's go defense. How about that? Let's go defense. The defense gave up. Let me get the numbers again. Just the exact numbers. Remember, there's a standard. There's a standard that we do. They gave up total yards 317, 87 rushing yards. Check. 230 passing yards. You got to keep him under 200 or under that. They didn't get that done.
That was garbage time football. A lot of it.
It was. Yeah. You absolutely right.
Because I think he came into the fourth with like 130.
I'm glad. I'm glad you made that point because we watched the game. We ain't just talking about it based off the numbers. We watched what happened. He definitely didn't have. He was. AJ Brown had some more plays, some more big plays late in the game, and it was already over with. 317 total yards, 2 sacks. Wait, no,
we gave up.
We
2
didn't
sacks.
get no sacks. We gave up 2 sacks.
Yeah,
2 takeaways, 1 interception, 1 fumble, and I just thought at some point in that game it clicked for me like, oh, this defense is in control, kind of like it did with the Pittsburgh Steelers game when you realize like, oh, this offense really can't figure out what we're doing. I think there was only one play I didn't like from the defense today, and that was, we talked about it. The fourth down they went. Was it fourth or third? I don't know which one it was, but
we got saved by a penalty on this play.
No, I don't think we got saved by a penalty. But Jalen Hurts threw the ball behind Devontae Smith. It was wide open.
Yeah.
Remember that one? It was like they was in the red zone. Which one did we get saved by the penalty on?
I think that was when I was talking about they was playing off ball, or was that where we got they scored a touchdown?
I know we did. AJ Brown pushed off of Jalen Johnson on one offensive pass interference. You remember that one?
I think that's the play I was talking about. Yeah. I know the play that you was talking about though. Was it the slant that he dropped behind him?
Yeah, Devontae Smith. He was wide open. I'm like, you could see. You like, okay, we in man coverage, but we playing so far off. Somebody gonna get open. Like you kind of knew it, and then they did. They got up, but Jalen Hurts just couldn't make the throw. That's the only play call I didn't like, but we ran that same play call like 2 or 3 more times in that game. I could tell, but other than that, man, we just talked about it. The defense helped us shut the door on this game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Where like you're not hanging around. We're not about to win by 3 today, not today, or less than 3. This spread was 7 points. We were +7. They needed the +7. And they still wouldn't have covered the spread. Saquon Barkley didn't do nothing. I'm not gonna lie. I got to get his defense an A. Yeah. I got to get his defense an A.
And it's one more stat that you didn't talk about. And I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why is because it's not typically considered a defensive stat, but we gonna consider the defensive stat today. Time of possession. The Bears had 39 minutes, 18 seconds. The Eagles had 20 minutes, 42 seconds. We seen Jalen Hurts on the field for 20 minutes. I think in the first two quarters, I want to say he only had 3 or 4 drives. He only had 1 for real. No, he had 2 in the first quarter, and the second drive didn't come until like a minute or 2 left.
Yep,
that's
right.
That's a defensive stat. You know what that tells us? We getting off the field.
Get off the fucking field.
That's what that means. Our offense got time to do what they got to do because we gonna get off this field. That's a team that we have to do that. Like when you give, like I told you before, like if Jalen Hurts got all day to stand back here and throw, this game is gonna get real tough. He did not have that time. So like today is really like, I don't know. I think I said it last week. I got to say it this week again. I feel like from a defensive perspective, that was definitely our most complete game. We was defending the pass well. We was defending the run really well.
Really fucking well.
Saquon, I want to say he had 52 yards rushing going into the fourth. And it was
total because I looked at.
I don't know.
Saquon total 56 total.
And we seen him break 2. We seen him break 2 good ones. One that went for like 9 and one that went for 14. So take those out the game, and he sub 40. Like that's what other way can you take that? Especially when we're talking about our run defense being lackluster, for lack of a better term. Y'all been standing up.
And I was saying like lately on like yes, overall, you look at the overall numbers and what we've done, it's not gonna tell the whole story. Because look, Ashton Genty beat us down early on in the season. But lately, we've been playing some good run defense, like some pretty decent run defense. You went with A? You went with an A too?
Yeah.
A's across the board, man. That defense showed out. I think that's a big reason we won this game. Got the ball to the offense twice in critical moments. That Nashawn Wright fumble changed the entire game, and Ben Johnson agreed. He said the same thing in his press conference. So I want to keep reiterating that every chance I get. Offensive grade. You want to go first on this one, or should I go again?
Yeah, I'll go first on this one.
Offensive grade. You want me to read the numbers?
I'll go through them. I got them pulled up.
For sure.
So we got total yards 425, pass yards 144, rush yards 281. That's we have 5 yards per play, 28 first downs, 10 for 17 on third down, 1 for 3 on fourth down.
10 for 7 before you go 10 for 17 on third.
Crazy.
That's the money down, bro. That's the down that matters the most. And 28 fucking first downs. We doubled theirs. They had 14, we had 28. That's crazy.
As far as the offense goes, man, I really like. Okay, we grading the whole offense.
The entire.
If we're going all offense, I gotta go A-. I think Caleb Williams. I don't think he was the highlight of my offense, but when you look at what this run game did behind that O-line,
boy,
they flipped the grade for me. That O-line had a career day. Like today was the day I could say like our offensive line might be like, at least from a run game perspective, we've got to be one of the best in the league, if not the best.
Hell yeah.
Like, are we even second in the run game anymore? Are we not first now?
Bro, somebody said it. A couple people said in the chat, when you doing that, who's beating you in this league?
Nobody. Like, so. I think we, and especially like, if you look at those runs, they were getting downhill. Like, I don't think I've seen DeAndre Swift ever execute downhill running better than what he's been doing this season. Like the cutting it to the outside and all of that stuff, or just trying to find another seam to go through. Like, he's being decisive. He getting his pad level down. Cal Monunga is driving 3 and 4 defenders 5 yards extra. Like, it was nothing that they could say. Mama Blue said B+ as a whole for the offense. I could see an A- just because of the O-line and DeAndre Swift and Monunga. I'm telling you, those they changed that grade for me. They definitely changed that grade. I think our pass catchers did a solid job too. But they just wasn't the highlight of the day. And when the offensive line is playing like that, you got to go ride the hot hand. Let them boys on the ground do their work.
Say your grade one more time. You went
A-.
A-. So we went A with the defense. You going A- with the offense. I'm with you. I like the A-. The run game was so damn good. I don't want to go B+. You know what I mean? I don't even want to. It was that dominant, and it could have been even more dominant. Now you get an A- because the pass game. You know, you turned the ball over today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Caleb threw a pick. You get an A- because of that. Other than that, take away the turnover and some of the miscues, because Caleb was off target, but they talked about it on the Brock. There was some slips out there where Caleb was on point with some of those passes. You're A+. You I don't care about the completion percentage, but from what we saw,
we ain't looking at him throw a perfect game.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
but some of those miscues that was happening, you hit some of those. Oh yeah, I'll give you an A+. But I'm right there with you. That that run game pushes this to an A-, and it could have been better if we were just running the ball even more from the start. So are we saying coaches were the worst grade?
I think so. I mean, unless you want to unless you just want to give like special teams like a C or something, because it wasn't like a big game for them. They didn't do anything that put us in a bad spot either. But like, I don't know, they get an E for effort for me.
Yeah, I'm about to say so I guess we'll get into special teams. Let me just wrap this up with the offense.
Yeah, my bad.
I mean, not the offense, but yeah, with the offense. The run game is holding this up, kind of like not Ben Johnson. Dennis Allen was holding up the coaching grade to get that B plus, or if my B plus. But special teams, you're not getting a B from me from special teams. I thought we had good field position maybe once or twice, right? On the kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
Did we hit a field goal? We did hit one, didn't we? Right?
Yeah. Wait, did we even attempt a field goal?
Cairo hit a short one, I want to say.
Field goal, yeah, one for one.
1 for 1?
Yeah.
30-yard field goal. So, like, we hit the field goal. Duvernay was very reliable on his punt returns, like just fielding the punt. Like it wasn't spectacular, but they didn't hurt us. I didn't think they hurt us today,
especially in the conditions.
Yeah,
like he was trying to do them drop kicks to like the 1 to 3 yard line.
Mm-hmm.
They got us one time with a good bounce. It bounced on like the 4 or 5 and rolled in and got away from us, but.
And it was moving so fast, like it wasn't gonna be able to bounce. It was so low and like it was moving. Yeah. You couldn't. It wasn't gonna bounce, and he still catch it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, put us at the 20.
If Cairo can knock those down and get them dirty kicks that land and bounce in the field of play, I'm gonna love that, because starting them off on a 20 versus a 35 or letting them run it back to the 35, 38, stuff like that. But today, I feel like we kind of got good on the tackling and special teams. I think Daniel Hardy had a big one on like the 20.
Tackle, and they were screaming. They was yelling when they got up off of it. I remember that one. But it's a big difference. Like you said, like you mentioned, that getting them at the 20 instead of 35. When they get that 35, dude, 1 or 2 plays, they already at mid. Yeah, like that shit. You'd be like, God damn, they right here. And I think that's how it was on their touchdown drive they had, and when they was up tempo or whatever. But I'm a grade special team. C plus. I'm gonna go C plus. I ain't gonna go like negative, like C minus or even a C. I'll go C plus, just because I thought they didn't put us in any bad positions, but they did. They gave us a little boost from time to time. You know,
did we punt it all? We had 3 punts.
Yeah, we had a few.
I want to say I know one landed them in like the 10. They got a fair catch on.
He had one inside the 20, so that might be the one.
I think he had one that was like close to the 20. He kicked it out of bounds though, no run back.
Went out of bounds.
Like that. Overall, from a kicking perspective, they did pretty good.
It was not bad, man.
Yeah, especially with the conditions. Like they barely wanted to throw, let alone kick, and y'all got it where it needed to go. So can't be mad at them for it.
What you going with?
I can rock with the C plus. I think I might want to go like B minus. Like you said, they didn't really get any big plays in, but they did have some big time tackles they didn't let them run free. I think they tried to, like they closed down some lanes that they was trying to open up on some of these kick returns. So I think that kind of played a factor in it for me. I've seen them not do good on kicking. I mean, on tackling, on kick returns and stuff like that. So this is definitely a step up from where they came from. So
Mama Blues, she going C plus. I'm with her C plus. You going B minus. Nacho is going with the hold, you dig. A plus coaching, A plus defense, and a B for special teams. Nothing special, but solid. Look, if you want to live in the glory of this win that we just had, that's absolutely fine. I'm not gonna be mad at you if you feel like coaching was on point in every aspect and the defense did no wrongs today, even though Nation got snagged. But it's fine. Have fun, enjoy it like our guy Wes was enjoying it today. Speaking of fucking Wes, Mama Blue said, "Where's Wes?" Wes had something happen with his he had some.
He been having connection. Yeah, he been having technical issues.
Yeah, so it's all good. We here to do the grades. We'll finish up the grades. I think that was the last one, if I'm not mistaken. Chris Maddox said special teams today for me was a solid B-. Okay, look, they weren't bad. They definitely weren't bad. I guess I could definitely do a B- for real. Like, if you want to say they weren't bad and get them out of that whole C range, I'm not mad at the B-. Mama Blue said, "Oh, that's how I feel, Rob. I'll let y'all have it." AJ is nuts. It's all good. No, yeah. I wasn't mad at Nation because I'm like, AJ's a dog for a reason.
No, yeah, that was a good play. At first, I thought he got pulled. I think we both thought he got pulled. But when you went back and watched the replay, I'm like, oh no, he just went up and got it.
He just went and got it. He just got paid. He made the money that they paying him. So, okay, look, we have game balls left to give out, and we will wrap this thing up. Appreciate everybody who's sticking with us and tuning in right now to the Black Bear Podcast. Hit the like button. We got 95 people in here right now across all 3 platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm going to keep saying Facebook and Twitter, go to YouTube. Show some love there. Subscribe. We go live twice a week, Wednesday nights. Post-game shows like tonight after every single game. Every single Bears game, we're going to be here to talk about it through and through with y'all. So hit that like button for us. I'm your host, Mark Rob, with my co-host, the fucking rookie, Marcus Mixed It.
I want to know what y'all want to see for Packers week.
Hey.
We getting it in Monday to Sunday. I'm telling you.
Packers. And the crazy thing with Packer week, we got them. We got Packers. And then it's right back with the Packers.
Yes,
right back
when they get a double dose.
So win, lose, or draw, we spinning the block. We got, you know what I mean? We got to spin the block in about 2 weeks after that first game. Wait, are we on the road for that first one?
The first one? I don't know.
At the crib.
Let's see.
Go ahead, check that out. Read these comments. Some of these comments. Chris Maddox said, I actually was waiting for Nation come up with an INT against AJ. My bold prediction was 2 interceptions for Nation. That was my bold prediction. He didn't get no interceptions, but he did get a fucking massive takeaway.
My first game, we in Lambeau.
Coming up north. Okay. I like that. Let's see what we do at they home first. So that way, if we win at they crib, oh yeah. All bets is off for when they come back to Chicago. Yes, Chris Maddox, next week is massive. Massive is a big week. Packer week is always massive. Mama Blue said they are so petty for this schedule. Yeah, but we handle it. We handling this schedule like a motherfucking champ, man.
Last year I thought the schedule was worse.
Last year
we didn't play any division games until week 8.
I think
it was just a gauntlet, bro.
Gauntlet of fucking divisional games. Yeah.
It was nasty. Like last year, all the meaningful games on the back end. It was like, Caleb, you got 7 weeks to figure this out because you're gonna go through the ringer.
Chris Maddox said it's an afternoon game too. That's the one that was flexed. I remember they flexed one of the games. Is that the one, the 3:25 game now?
I think so.
1:25 West Coast time.
Yep.
Okay, I got you. Okay, that makes sense. Byard and Nation in a 2-man competition for first place. Well, Byard just took the lead today. And now he got 6, and Byard, not Byard, but Nation got 5.
Nation gonna walk away at the end of that competition saying, I got the most takeaways, period.
Overall. Overall, he probably is. I think so too. Byard was actually talking about like I should have with 6 today. He was saying he should have 9. He was talking about he said he dropped 1. I think I mentioned this. He dropped 1.
Friendly fire on another one.
Friendly fire on Nation was hating. Knocked it out his hand. And then one got called back. So there's 3 more right there that he probably should have had. Okay. Let's give out the credit to the most impactful players of the game. Let's give out some game balls to these players. I'll go first. You already know where I'm going. I thought this was the biggest player of the game, easily, by far. You can't understate it at all. Nahshon Wright going in there on the tush push, their novelty play, like their specialty play that they run better than nobody else. Like, you ripped that ball out of there. That was huge. They was on the way to take the lead and do something to us that was going to put us in a sticky situation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Nahshon Wright. He get my first game ball. He got snagged on. But even then, he was in position to get that interception. It's just shit. A.J. Brown is A.J. Brown. So Nahshon Wright get my first game ball.
I'm going to go with who I felt like, I don't know, maybe he shouldn't have got a game ball from Ben Johnson, but he definitely at least deserved an honorary one. Dennis Allen. How many times do he got to show us at this point? Like, you've been showing us every week that you're going to put a good game plan together, and now that you're starting to get them tools back, we held the Eagles to 9 points for 3 quarters. Like, that is a statement. If the Bears haven't made one all season, they made a statement today.
Mm-hmm.
True Pilgrim said the entire O-line, definitely. And I think Ben Johnson gave them a game ball today, too. They definitely deserved it.
They definitely did. And look, Dennis Allen keeps showing us, okay, give me the scraps. Give me what we got. Who we got healthy today for this game, and I'm gonna make some work. I'm gonna put something together for this week. And he doing it, man. Even when we are healthy, mixed it. At least I talk about, we need more pass rush. We don't have pass rush, even when we are healthy. We're not healthy, so we don't got a pass rush. We don't got our star guys in at the linebacker position. We don't got. Well, we just got some of those guys, Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon back, but he keep putting on a clinic. He's having these dudes ready. The way he got DeMarco Jackson and Amen Agbagbamiga ready to play that linebacker spot, bro, it's insane. I'm glad you gave him one, because we don't win this game without them. We really don't.
Yeah, and what's crazy, they had 29 tackles together last game. Today they combined for 9. It just shows
9 total tackles.
And that just shows you how much the defense is like sharing the load across the board.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if somebody's not having a big game, it's not like nobody is. Somebody's gonna step up and make plays.
Ryan
Poles, that's a good question.
Look, I'm gonna be 100. I can't give it to Ryan Poles yet. I'm cool there. You know how I feel about Ryan Poles. I'm still there. I like what the team doing. He obviously gets some credit for some of these draft picks. He's the one who has to pull the trigger on them. But I mean, I don't know how you feel about Ryan Poles getting a game ball.
I don't know about getting a game ball, but I definitely think that he's getting closer and closer to putting a stamp on deserving that recognition. Like, even for example, like, you got to give him credit for the CJGJ move over the season too, picking him up in free agency.
Absolutely.
So I think in True Pilgrim saying Trapio was dominant, he had one bad play. I got to go back and look, because I don't think I was really paying too much attention to Ozzy today, but you definitely didn't. You didn't see
hear his name again. Yeah.
I think one penalty, I thought the penalty was on him. It was actually on Joe. I'm pretty sure it was on Joe Tooney.
The false start.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and Joe was the only one who moved too. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but yeah, I think he definitely getting closer to getting that recognition. I wouldn't give, like you said, I wouldn't give it to him this week, but yeah, he definitely deserves some credit. And I think if we get to the end of the season and we make a big stand, it's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna kind of feel like I gotta double back on some of my feeling with Poles, because I feel like the head coach is part of it. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. If you got that piece wrong, I don't feel like there's a whole lot you could do right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and my thing with Poles is I'm still pissed about last year. Like, I don't think you should have ever put Caleb in that position. Like, you knew who Caleb was. You knew he held the ball a little longer than, most quarterbacks or whatever. You should have got him the O-line last year. Not only that, but you should have never let Matt Eberflus stick around when you drafted this rookie quarterback. You know what I mean? So other stuff. Look, Ryan Poles is doing his thing. Yeah. Like you said, CJ was massive. That was huge. It kept us afloat until Kyler and Jalen Johnson. But even Nahshon Wright, though, even that signing was huge. Off the practice squad of not off the practice squad, but he was on the practice squad last season with the Vikings. It's a big find, man. I know Dennis Allen helped him. Helped him. Al Harris helped him. Like, I like this dude, so let's go get him. But I'm starting to get a little bit respect for him, a little bit, but not. I'm still not there yet. I ain't gonna lie.
Who was your favorite running back today?
Good question.
They stats about the same, so ain't no use in looking at that. Just eye test. Tell me who you felt better with the ball in their hand.
I want to say Swift. And I'm going to say this because, like, Monangai was a dog, but both of them was. But it was some where Swift was getting, like, you would think he probably last year he'd go down. Like, he was getting skinny in some of those gaps and still like pulling out 10 more. Now Monangai was hitting, they both was cutting. Did you see the cuts? Like it'll be blown up and they'll cut it back. Both of them had vision. But it was sometimes where he'd get skinny and go between the tackles and make it out at a what do we call it? The wash. He'd make it out of the wash and come out clean and get 10 plus yards. I thought it was a couple times both of them should have broke one to the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm going with. I'm going with Swift. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Monangai. That is just he's physical. Like when it comes to first contact, he's coming with you. Like if you don't try to put a hit on him, he ain't going down. I like that. But I will tell you, my favorite play from Swift today was on that touchdown run he got. It wasn't for a lot of yards, but what it looked like it was supposed to be a draw up the middle. He cut it back, went way around, and found the gap and got behind Cole Kmet and walked in.
Yes,
that was a beautiful cutback to me. I like that play.
When you got a lead blocker going through there before you like that clean, you getting that in the end zone.
Yeah. True Pilgrim. Yeah, I agree with. I like how Monangai runs. I think he's a strong runner. And like you said, he was getting them cutbacks today. I think Swift is definitely more shifty, but Monangai, he's showing some potential and being able to move people left to right instead of just going through. Them cutbacks was serious.
Monangai is going when it's late in the third quarter or early in the fourth quarter at all. Even when they get cold outside, you're gonna have to work to bring him down. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be easy to just. Like, dude, it's freezing out here, and you got to come tackle this fucking mighty mouse or muscle, whatever you want to call him. You got to go tackle him because he's going at you. He's not running from contact, and he's quick on his feet. That's what I love. Remember, so when we drafted Monangai, his 40 time was, I think, the lowest in the draft. It was like 4.6.
Yeah,
but on his film, he moved.
I think it was 4.61.
Yeah. He moved way faster than that on his film. And you don't see a 4.6 from that running back at all. He's quick on his feet. He's very quick on his feet. It's a difference between speed, top end speed, which the 40, but quickness and shiftiness, what we talking about for Swift. So
yeah, it's just like I feel like, he's not the fastest, but his speed gives him good time. Like he's just in the right spot, in the right time. And he makes the runs real smooth. Like Swift, like he kind of looking for his gap and he's gonna try to shoot it. Now today I feel like he was a lot more patient than what I usually see him as. But Monangai, I feel like he's always patient. He kind of waits on the hole to develop and then he hits it and he hits it hard. So I feel like I kind of like that in his run style.
Monangai had one where I think he ran into Jordan Davis. And it was like the first time where like he got
stopped.
You got stopped. And I'm like, yeah, them boys. Hey, this is a big fucking boys on the other side. Jordan Davis is massive.
Now, when you go back and watch because I said at the same time, I said that was a good hit that time. And when they went back and replayed it, I'm like, oh, Kyle hit him.
Like
Davis caught him.
Caught him literally because I think I don't know what lineman, but he was getting kind of blocked at the same time Davis was.
Yeah, he came off of him.
And he came off of him and Kyle ran right into him and didn't move him really for real. But I'm like, yeah, Kyle, we've been seeing you lay the boom on dudes all year, and that's a big man. That
Swift stiff arm somebody.
Yeah,
threw him. Like I was like, yo, he getting big today. Like
what Swift is doing this year, dude, it wasn't even close to this last year. Not even close. That's the beautiful thing about this team. And if they stick with it, who can beat us? Like we can beat any team.
He's at 774 for the season. After today, Swift.
What is Monungai? Check Monungai real quick
right now.
Because Swift's gonna hit 1,000, I believe.
591. Right? Yeah, he's definitely gonna hit 1,000. All that talk about drafting an RB next year, should he? Yeah.
Nah, we don't. I don't think.
I was saying, I don't think we need to get one in the draft, especially if we could pick somebody up that's gonna be a third rotational back that's solid.
Yeah.
Like we can do that in free agency, but don't
somebody to replace Roshan.
Yeah, don't waste draft capital on a position that's already young for us.
Yeah. And this is a legit two-headed dragon, like two-headed monster. It's legit. It ain't just like you just saying that because he's the second string, right? No, these dudes is legit. Both can be the number one guy, and they both are great as the number two guy when they need to be. Change the pace or whatever. So, man, mixed it. This shit. We Ben Johnson gotta focus on it. Keep making sure this is. I think we got to be back to first in rush.
We got
run game right now. We got to be back to first.
We put up 281 yards on the ground in one night. We got to be number one. Like if we're not number one, that's crazy.
Can't believe said maybe later not high. Nacho saying can't believe we got away with 7th round running back. Highway robbery. Well, the kid led the Big Ten in rushing 2 years. For 2 years. It's not. This is the Big Ten. That the Big Ten ain't no punks. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So shit. I fucking guess we give the game ball to both of them, but they already got one. So I'm not gonna do that. We just talked about them. You get your game ball to who? Your first one?
DA.
Okay, DA. I went with Nashon, and I'll give a second one to I'm not gonna do nobody that Ben Johnson without Nashon. I had to do Nashon because that fumble was so key. But I'm gonna go Kevin Byard. Because this dude that look at Mama Blues, you is something else. You is something else. On fucking point. I'm going Byard. And I said it before she put that in there. This dude threw one interception coming in today. You know what I mean? That means something.
And he laid out for this one too.
He laid out. He reading the play and his instincts. He's such a fucking vet, man. He's such a fucking vet. And I wish we had a young free safety behind him. Learning, like watching this season. Who knows? It might not be there again next year. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But to have a young safety watching him do this, and Byard is a leader, so he gonna coach him up and teach him and show this is what I saw, this is what I did. We read this key, this and that, and the third. That was a beautiful interception. I think we went 3 and out after it, but Kevin Byard is priceless to this team right now in this run that we on.
I got another question.
What's up?
Before I ask my question, the Bears are still second in rush yards per game by less than 5 yards.
Is it the Commanders?
Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills with 147.2. Mm-hmm. We are at 142.3.
Their quarterback is probably helping that a lot. I know James Cook ain't no punk, but I think Josh Allen got a lot of rushing yards, don't he?
I don't know. I have to look into it.
Okay.
But,
what's the question?
My question: who do you credit more, to the success of our run game, Ben Johnson or Eric Bieniemy? In other words, if Eric Bieniemy was not here, do you think they'd be running the way that they're running?
I don't want to discredit EB, but I'll do you one better. And I'll choose between the two, Ben Johnson or EB. I'm gonna go Ben Johnson. But I think even further than that, I think Dan Roshar. I think that O-line coach is doing a hell of a job. Like they was talking about it on the broadcast. Yes, Monangai makes a cut or Swift makes a cut or break attack, whatever. But they're not getting touched until they get 4 yards already. You know what I mean? And the rest is just play football now. You know what I mean? It starts there. And this is when she said it, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't I didn't see it coming. I was watching with my lady, and she talking about like one of the gaps was so big, bro. I'm telling you, this shit caught me off guard. She said like holy hole or some stupid shit like that. I'm like I get it. Like that motherfucking hole that they ran through was massive. But who the fuck taught you holy hole? Like who taught yeah, I was like, where did that even come from? Like, what are we talking about? But that's how big it was. Like, that's how much space the O-line was creating for these running backs. She watches football, bro, but like the lingo and like the motherfucker said holy hole, man. I was like, dude, okay. I get it. I definitely get where you coming from, but between Ben and EB, I'm going Ben. Overall, I definitely think Roshar because we had Chris Morgan. You know what I mean? He wasn't. Yeah. Man, what Roshar is doing with these dudes, Theo Benedict, the Ozzy, and then the interior. They're vets. So I told y'all earlier in the game, Dahlman was doing his thing. That center was fucking balling today.
He was laying them out on them QB runs up the middle.
Yes. Oh my God. What? Caleb was surfing. It was right behind on his back, right on his. And Dahlman not a big dude. That's not a big. He's an undersized center actually. And he's doing his thing. So like I said, I'm gonna choose Ben, but I'll do you one better, and I'll say Dan Roshar as well. So
I think that's a good. Yeah, that's definitely a good pick. I just keep going back to seeing, like, we haven't seen Swift before this year. I mean, not Swift, Monangai before this year, but we've seen Swift, and Swift is just like the way that he's running right now. To me, looks just as strong as Monangai running the ball. Like he's coming downhill with force. Like instead of trying to be evasive and like he can get skinny, and it's like it just looks like he knows when to do what now. You know what I'm saying? Like last year we watched him turn a screen pass into a negative play, running backwards, trying to run around somebody. Whereas like this year we looking at him put his shoulder down, get his pad level low, and be the harder thing to get on the ground versus him and the defender. So it's like I feel like he's definitely playing. Like he'd come out in the media and say he playing the same way he always play, but that's a bullshit ass lie because he playing a lot stronger than what we've seen him play before. He said that before, and I was so mad. I'm like, you're lying. Why are you up there lying?
We can see it. We see you. I'm with you. He's much more confident running in between the tackles and getting dirty. Remember, I don't know if it was last week. I won't say last week, but maybe the week before that, the Giants game. I don't know. He had a run that was like he bounced it to the outside, and he looked like he was done. I think it was the Giants game. He looked like he was like dead to rights. And he put his shoulder into one of the and just like ran through. Like you said, he's playing stronger. And let me know what you think about this. Do you think that is a direct, like obviously coaching and EB on his ass? We saw after he fumbled last week. EB was yelling at him on the sideline, and he was still like,
he was laughing at him.
Yeah, he was laughing. Do you think that's a direct, like how Monangai put a little bit of a fire under his ass, like the competition?
I think so. I think so because I feel like the way that Kyle Monangai runs the ball is what EB is asking for. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like for example, we didn't see him get a whole lot of touches in the beginning of the year, but over time he's earned his keep. You know what I'm saying? And there's even been times where he came in and started cooking one game, and after that we seen Swift come back in and bust 2 big ones. Like, not yeah. Like, we ain't finna play that game. Like,
that's what we doing.
Yeah, like if Bayer and Nashawn got a competition going on, I think they need to have a competition going on too, because Swift is the starting back, so he got 700 plus yards, almost 800. But Kyle Monanga is number 2 that ain't really seen too much grass in the first month of the year, and he's behind him at almost 600. So get there. Can we see them both get there? That'd be crazy. That'd be insane. Monanga gotta have a stupid, crazy game for them to get there.
What we talking about is wild. Like, we talked about in-house competition. You know what I mean?
All iron great problems to have.
Exactly. I don't know what the carries. I don't know if you can look at it again, but the carries for Swift and then total carries for Monangai. You just Monangai ain't too far behind. He behind him,
591 to 774.
And I get he got less carries, right? He got probably a lot less carries.
Oh, you know what? That's a big point too, because I think they yards per carry is pretty close.
Luke. He said
I was just about to read that.
I got you. A year ago on Black Friday, we fired the head coach. This year on Black Friday, we just beat the defending Super Bowl champs in their house, on their field, on their turf. We don't win in Philly. Look, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you jumping in the chat. Haven't seen you in here before, but anytime anybody can contribute to the conversation about this Bears team that we love so much, we appreciate it. Hit the like button, man, and then hit that subscribe button as well. What you got? What you just pull up?
Yeah, Kyle Monangai, 591 yards on 120 attempts.
Okay.
DeAndre Swift, 774 yards on 160 attempts.
So about 40 more carries.
Yeah, 40 more carries. That's a 4.8 for Swift. It's a 4.9 for Monanga. Crazy.
And that's that average per carry is what really matters, because that's when you can look at and see, okay, what are you doing with your carries? They both he's playing just as good as Swift is with his carries. Whatever carry Swift is getting, Monangai is making the same. You know what I mean? Bro, you got 2 number 1 running backs right now. I've been saying this, Mix it. I don't know when you jumped in what episode, what game, when you started watching the channel. Thankful for you to, being a host on it now. But I've been saying this, dude, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I have no shame in beating a dead horse, because I'm not here to just entertain. You know what I mean? I'm sure you got that from this shit is for real. The identity of this team, as much as I love Caleb, and you know this, that's my boy. The identity of this team is to run the fucking football.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna be like, oh, well, if you got Caleb, the number 1 overall pick, why you keep talking about it? I don't give a fuck what you talking about, dude. I know how to play football. I know what I'm talking about. It may not be what the popular opinion is, but run the goddamn football and let Caleb, what you say, 25, 17 for 25, with 17 for 25, and then you running the ball, and that's your identity?
At 4.9 a carry? We can't be stopped if he's doing that. I'm telling you. Man. Because, and just to speak on the point you just made, we've seen in a few organizations this year alone what happens when you put the weight on the world on your new quarterback.
Yeah.
Go look at the Vikings with JJ McCarthy.
Yep.
We seeing them put in Mike Brosmer, or whatever his name is, and he's a rookie too. Like they are in quarterback hell right now, and they did it to themselves. Or even if you go and look at the situation with Dylan Gabriel and Shador, like that's gonna be hard to figure out when the time comes. Jackson Dart got a coach fighting for his life and his job.
Yeah.
And he's been on the receiving end of a couple of concussions because of it. So it's like, and I'm not gonna say it's directly Brian Daboll's fault, but you get what I mean.
But you heard the Giants fans though. It was all Daboll. It was all Daboll.
But that's the point I'm trying to make is the objective behind what your coaching staff is trying to do is different. Like what Matt Eberflus was trying to do with this team last year versus what Ben Johnson is trying to do with this team is not the same. Like the way that they go about coaching the game is different. The way that they go about building a team up is different. All of these things that they matter because you don't want a quarterback, whether he's the last pick in the draft and like Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, or he go number 1 overall. You don't want him to come in here and put the team on his back just to get y'all wins because he's going to be the centerpiece no matter where you draft him at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's hard to win games when you don't have good quarterback play. If you don't believe me, go ask a Chicago fan because we've seen it a long time. So
here for a long time,
literally. So I think
I don't know if you want to shout out Luke real quick. He said he gave us a first time here.
Hey, shout out to you.
Absolutely, much love.
If you like talking good football, and you got some more people that like talking good football, tell them come over here. It's not the dark side; it's the good side. Now we got a lot of light with all these wins we got going on this side right now.
Look, just to let you know, we go live twice a week, Wednesday nights, and post-game shows after every single game. Every single game. We talk football in a different way. You might like it. You might like what you hear. You might like what you see over here. We like to be objective. We not just it's a good game, but it's not all rainbows and sunshines. You know what I mean? We gonna call out exactly what we saw out there, and we may disagree on some things, you know what I mean, but we'll get through it, work through it, and keep it pushing. But appreciate you jumping in here and tuning in. But
if we beat the Packers next week, I'm coming out with a cheese grater on camera. I'm telling y'all.
Hey, mixed it.
I'm telling you,
boy. Look, please. that might be our first. Well, I think we had one viral. That might be our second viral moment on this show because the city gonna be fucking rocking. Let me ask you this: so Ben Johnson took off his shirt today and got everybody free hot dogs or whatever. Are you familiar with that hot dog spot? Like
I'm not, but I live in a suburb, so like I'm close enough to the city to where I can go to the city every day if I wanted to. But because I don't stay like in the city unless I'm like actually out there for something, I'm not usually going because I don't like to be in the traffic a lot. But I'm going to go get me a hot dog this time. I'm in on that.
If you go get you a hot dog and you go record something, you know what I mean? Like give us some raw footage that we can maybe put on the show of that.
That line better not be that long.
That line, it's gonna be long. So even if you don't sit in the line and get it, show the line. Like give us some raw footage, some content of that, because it's gonna be long. Mixed it, it's gonna be long. It's definitely gonna be fucking long.
In the cold.
Yeah, in the cold. So even if you just drive by, but True Pilgrim said, "I'm greedy, fam. I want to be able to run the ball effectively, and I want an explosive passing game." And that is, first of all, that's what we've been doing. We have a lot. I think we were third in explosive pass plays, number 1 in total explosive plays coming into this game. So we've been doing that. It's just the pass game is going to take a little bit more time, and we knew this though. And it's crazy though, Mixed. I don't know if you heard it, but the broadcast was talking about the complexity of Ben Johnson's offense. Like this shit, there's no like, oh, this is Ben Johnson's scheme. Ben Johnson is doing everything. A little of this, a little Kyle Shanahan, a little Sean McVay, a little everything over here, a little bit of that. Ben Johnson, that's why this offense is going to take more time for Caleb and the wide receivers to learn this pass game, to learn it. When Caleb, I just told you, when that boy is 27 and he's been in this offense for what is this, 3 years, 2 years now, and he can teach it to the new receivers that we draft or he can teach it to them and like, hey, nah, I need you over. It's gonna be different. Caleb can't teach this offense yet. That's not where he's at. He's not gonna be able to teach it to nobody. He's still learning it. Yeah, some concepts, some of this and then the third, the scripted plays where the first 15. Yeah, he may be able to teach it to you and remember it, but the overall grasp, he's not there yet. And we're 9-3.
That's got to feel so good. Because just knowing that we at 9-3 and we're not at our ceiling, it feels like we got so much further to go. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And don't get me wrong, we moving. Like, we definitely on the right road, but we talking about a team where we want to see in a year from today, maybe 2 seasons from today, we're dominant. Like, on both sides of the ball, we talking about not throwing under 40%. Like, this game, we left some touchdowns on the board. This score would have been wild against the Philadelphia Eagles if we capitalized on everything. And people would have been really like, oh, shit, the Bears, oh, shit. And like,
if we actually hit on those plays,
yes,
on
Zacchaeus, Rome, like, if we would have got just those 2 plays and we punted 3 times, you know what I'm saying?
The entire football world was watching us today. Mixed it. Amazon Prime made it. This was a free game. You didn't have to. It was free.
Didn't even have to log in. Just put it up on the 60-inch right here. I was like, oh shit, we right in there. Okay,
exactly. So, like, first of all, a lot of people don't fuck with Amazon. You know what I mean? But it's free, so everybody. We was on. Man, this was big for us. Now imagine, like you said, the OZ, the Rome, like we actually was connecting on those on this stage. Cause like now people still gonna be like, oh, Caleb this, Caleb that, or this and that third. But
they would have been looking at, if Rome put up more than 8 yards on 2 receptions, they would have been looking at him like, oh, has he arrived? You know what I'm saying? Especially like on this stage.
Are you mad at that?
No. We got receivers in abundance.
Oh my God.
Like, I'm not mad at it. To be honest with you, if anything, I'm surprised, to be honest, because I felt like I seen Zacchaeus have a little bit more touches these last couple of weeks than what I thought he was gonna have. Mm-hmm. I thought Luther Burden, he showed to be good in, pass blocking and stuff like that. Like we seen him early in the season straight up chip somebody and we got a touchdown on the run that he did that.
You see the comment up there?
Yeah.
Is that
shout out to...
Hey, I about to say, because this remember earlier I said Talk Yo Shy was the best. This might be the second or third best comment I've seen in the chat all day. Again, and we've talked about it before, but Khalil Herbert, 7th round, and it turned to Monungai, bro. Man, if you want to talk about Ryan Poles getting some credit,
he's right there. It's stuff like that. It's stuff like that.
It's right here, and this we need from him. Like, because you got a lot of wrongs to right, and this is righting one. Like, this is righting a big wrong. Is that Terry? I don't know. But
Ishan Terrial, that's what I
Ishan Terrial.
We splitting it up.
Appreciate you for that comment. Appreciate you jumping in the comment section and adding to the conversation, because that's big. Like I said, this is probably my top 2 or top 3 comments of the night. And we've been rolling for 3 hours talking about this team. We still got 100 of y'all. Boy, Mixed, I don't know if you can see the number, but we've been 90 to 100. We at 100 right now between the 3.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Platforms, Facebook,
Big
YouTube,
dubs.
and Twitter, man. Big fucking dubs. This team is good. This team is fucking good. Ishan Terry, y'all, hit that like button for us and subscribe to the channel, because we go live twice a week. And we got some other stuff in the works to be talking more Bears football throughout the week, just other than Wednesday nights. and post-game shows out there every single game. Those are the guarantees. You can guarantee Wednesday nights and post-game shows out there every single game. But hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no spaces. I'm your host, Mark Robb, with my co-host in the building, Marcus. Mixed It Chef Wes was here earlier. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. He having some difficulties, so he couldn't finish the show. But y'all know how we do. We rocking out. I had a question for you.
Go ahead.
I had a question for you. What the fuck was it? I had a question for you. And I had it because you be asking the good questions throughout the show, and I like that. Lee, what was my question? It was a good one. Mixed It. It was definitely a good question.
I got a question for the chat. Come back to it. I got a question for the chat.
Go ahead.
When is the last time y'all seen the Bears have multiple position groups in abundance? We got a good amount of wide receivers, and on the flip side, we got our secondary been working. No matter if they first string, second string, third string, fourth string, practice squad, they've been moving up and they've been getting the job done. Like that's unheard of. Bear Truth said never on offense. That's a fact because defense is always our first mount up in Chicago. But on offense, yeah, like Rome Odunze catching 2 passes and we still won by most. Like you're not gonna see a lot of these teams do that. Like at least with the exception of maybe the Eagles, because they don't use AJ Brown nearly as much as he needs to be used, at least in comparison to what the world says. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they win games, right? But if we seeing other teams have problems, like they got when we played the Cowboys and CD went down, you know, they had George Pickens, but they were out of that game. You know what I'm saying? Or like the Bengals, they got Jamar and T, but behind them is not a long line. We seen Devontae Smith go down for a play. Jahan Dotson came in, and I think I only seen him 2 other snaps the whole game.
Yep.
So it's like that's kind of tough. Like I feel like the Bears. The reason why I'm asking that is because I feel like the Bears is having like a lot of good problems right now. Like these are the type of problems you want to have when it comes to the offseason.
Wes be saying it a lot, but he's not wrong. We did talk about this depth. Like when we went on those joint podcasts with TP.
Yeah.
We went on those joint podcasts with the Vikings guys or whatever. Even if we had a Lions guy on here, and we talked about when we put these position rooms side by side, and we like, yeah, you might got hey, Bear Truth, first drink of the night. Enjoy it, my guy. Enjoy it. But no, what I'm saying is you might got a Justin Jefferson. You know, that's your Jordan at dog. What happens if he goes down? You know what I mean? Kind of like, okay, let's talk about the Giants. Malik Neighbors. You have him. And I don't know what you think. Mixed It. Malik Neighbors may be the best wide receiver on the Chicago Bears, right? But what happens if he goes down? Now you got Wan'Dale Robinson and you know what I mean? Some lower tier guys. Let Rome go down. Guess who we got? DJ. Let DJ go down. We got Luther. We got Colston Loveland. We got weapons. We got a lot of guys. We seen it with the linebacker group. We've seen it with the D line all season. Let them go down. Cornerbacks. Jalen Johnson go down. We have Tyreek. We got Nashawn Wright.
We survived for 10 weeks, 10 plus weeks. He went down in week 2 against the Cowboys. It's week 13. We've taken 1 loss since he's been gone.
So let me ask you this.
Well, was it week 2 or week 3 we played the Cowboys?
We played them week 3.
Yeah,
he went down week 2 against the Lions.
Right.
But let me ask you this. And just keep it a buck, like honest opinion. Because I said I was going to talk about Super Bowl. Like honestly, where do you see this team going? Like stacking up to say we do get to the playoffs. You know, now you're playing the good teams, the Seattle. You might have to see them at some point. maybe Green Bay or whoever make the playoffs there. Maybe we see the Rams in the conference championship game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Be 100. How far do you see this team going? Like, what is the peak of this team? Like, do you feel like a lack of a pass rush with just the defensive line is going to hold us back, or a lack of Caleb Williams accuracy? You know what I mean? Like, where do you see this team going? Like, realistically.
So for me, I kind of always been on like, and you can ask like if my friends was here, they'd tell you I've been talking about it since preseason. I felt like we was getting 10 wins this year, and I put a stamp on it. I pulled out the schedule and I said, "This is who we play. This is what weeks I got to win on." And I showed them where I felt like we could pull 10 wins. I didn't think we was gonna be at, about 10 this early in the season. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have us ending the season with 5 L's or whatever the case is.
Right.
But my thing is this: if we get past, like, if we get to the end of the year and we're not in a wild card spot, there's no reason why we can't make a deep run. Like, because like I'm talking about getting past the first round, not just getting knocked out second round or whatever. Because the thing is this: if we come in and clinch a wild card spot, we're going against the 2 seed, right? I really don't feel like you said that out of all the teams you talked about,
I know
who's the hardest one is going to get. Who's the hardest one to play?
Rams.
The Rams.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not seeing them round one. If they continue on the road that they're on, they're gonna lead the league and be at the top of the NFC. So we'll get to round 2 or 3 before we see y'all, and that is really the only ones that's efficient enough in their offense that I feel like can be problematic. As far as everybody else, I feel like we got a shot to take it there. But Caleb said every time. He didn't say it today, which I was surprised. I was going to point this out. But as long as we go 1-0 every week, we'll be okay. And I feel like we may be 2 wins away from being a complete lock. Like, we're going to get in with 2 more wins. And at that point, I feel like it's just go ahead and get it one week at a time. Don't worry about who coming up next. Worry about who's coming up now. If we do that, we can make it to seeing the Rams in the conference championship. And if we do, and we lose that game, I ain't mad at it. We ahead of schedule. But being ahead of schedule in this game is being on schedule.
Especially when you put context with what we've been through and what we're dealing with and what we have in terms of personnel injuries and everything like that. I'm with you, dude. I'm right with you. I feel like, and Beartrue said the offense will be able to battle with anyone.
Facts.
We have a QB who lives for those games and expects to win. He said, so we are a team that can beat anyone if we don't beat ourselves. I'm gonna just comment on that real quick.
How much more mistake-free football can we play?
How
many more clean games can we have? 3 penalties or less.
And remember Caleb. You know what I mean? Like, this game, the scary part is you won this game without Caleb having to be like, even last week, what did he throw? 3 touchdowns against he threw 1 touchdown. Well, it was a nice one. It was a nice one. Perfect timing on that touchdown with Kokomet. But this wasn't one of his better games. That, we talking about, we thought he managed the weather well. He managed the game well. He didn't, I would say he took care of the football. I know you threw an interception, but he wasn't horrible.
Right, yeah.
Imagine if we get to the playoffs and you get one of those games where Caleb is, like, he's showing who he is. You know what I mean? Like, on top of the run game. That run game mixed, combined with what Caleb can do, man, like, it's going to be hard to beat this team. It's gonna be hard.
We seen Brock Purdy do it with less tools.
Yes.
We seen Brock Purdy do it with less tools. All he had to do is come in there and protect the football, not give the game away, and let Kyle Shanahan run his plan. And they ended up in the postseason real deep. So, and I feel like we got a more talented roster.
And a more talented quarterback.
Absolutely. So if they can do it, what's stopping us from being able to do it?
Look, I need to know exactly how far you felt we could get. Super Bowl, do you think we could get there?
Yeah, I feel like if it comes down to us playing against the Rams in a conference championship game, I feel like that's going to prove to be the hardest game that we played all season.
Of the season, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be the one that we're going to get tested a lot because they have, I want to say, the best red zone efficiency in the league. Before this weekend come up, Matt Stafford is 30 touchdowns to 2 picks, I think. That's crazy.
Is he?
Yeah, like he's been having a great year with the Rams, bro. And I'm just like
put Nashon on Devontae. I think they gonna throw some jump balls. They might throw a jump. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. That will be a formidable foe for sure. Like for sure. And if you bow out to that team at that time, rightfully so, because they still got a young guy in Puka Nacua who's a dog.
30-2. Yep.
Is he third? He's playing like an MVP. That may be the MVP of the season. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We beat them last year, but that ain't the same team.
No, yeah, it's definitely not the same team. And I thought it was gonna be. I didn't think they was gonna look this good because we heard in the offseason that Stafford was starting the season off kind of unhealthy. He ain't showed it. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of the same thing I said before this game. We was 8-3 going against the 8-3 Super Bowl champs. What other way could you want it, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's the Rams and it's right now the leader in the MVP race and a solid defense behind a team that's been to the chip before, but under Sean McVay and they've done this, what else could you want? Like, how else could you want this to go?
And it's not supposed to be easier than that, right?
Exactly.
That's supposed to be the level, the standard when you get to that point. You beat them and then you go to the Super. They're supposed to be hard, right? It's not supposed to be easy.
100%.
Honestly, I think a lot of these teams they suck. I ain't gonna lie.
Home field advantage will be big, bare truth.
Yeah, they definitely will be big. But people been telling us, oh, the Buccaneers are good. Buffalo is good. Like, all these teams that people keep telling us we ain't beat nobody. Y'all ain't beat this team. Y'all ain't beat these teams y'all want us to beat are not good. They actually aren't good. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah. Buffalo got the best run game, but they've been in a past game, they've been looking real shoddy recently.
They've been knocked off by plenty of weak ass teams, under 500 teams. You know what I mean? We've seen like the Steelers, they not. I ain't gonna lie. And tell me if you disagree. The Eagles didn't look good. That don't look like a good football team. Like we could keep.
No, they look deflated. They look like that. Like you just poke a ball with a needle and just hear all the air coming out. Exactly. Like just the whole time. Like
you sit Jalen Hurts' face.
It was like he wasn't even looking at him. Like he's just looking around. Like I'm just here.
You just here. He's just here. There's not that many good teams in the league right now. Like good teams that we thought that were good before. Like there's not that many right now. The Bears are one of them. One of few. Man, mixed it. I'm telling you right fucking now. If Ben Johnson do what he's doing, if Dennis Allen keep this defense playing out like this,
yeah,
boy, I think
crazy things.
If hopefully somebody take the Rams out before we see them,
man.
But I think we could even bang with them. It's gonna be tough because you got a genius in play calling over there, and they got a roster to fit time.
It's like they barely missed a step without AD. Like AD retires, they spend 1 year figuring it out. Now they back in the mix, and it's like,
I mean, you go draft dudes like who's the rookie edge rusher that they had he was a rookie with Rome. Jared Verse. You go draft Jared Verse, Braden Fisk, and whoever else they got over there.
It's crazy to think Jared Verse is that young, bro.
Yeah, I know, right? I saw him dog Braxton Jones as a rookie. Oh yeah, it was last year. Wait, was it last year? I don't even know, but yeah, it was last year. There was all rookies last year. Caleb, Verse, Rome, they was all rookies last year. So
Nacho, to you saying it would be fun to beat Drake May, I'm gonna tell you right now, that would be the most disappointing Super Bowl I ever seen. If the Patriots go, and don't get me wrong, I got a lot of respect for what Mike Vrabel is doing over there.
I'm with you.
But if that's the game, I'm gonna be mad. I'm
crazy.
I'm not gonna like that game.
He goes on to say Patriots might be the biggest threat. Why? If we ain't played nobody, they damn sure ain't played nobody.
I would be more concerned about being knocked off before we get in there, before we go and see them in the Super Bowl. I wouldn't be. I think somebody's gonna knock them off before we get knocked off.
I think we be. I ain't gonna. No, let me not say that. I don't know if we be favored in that game, but I think Dennis Allen will put a hell of a game plan together against Drake
May.
Yeah,
man.
You know,
Ben Johnson versus Mike Vrabel though, coaching the game. That'd be a good game to watch.
Epic, but we've seen it. Ben Johnson versus Flores, Ben Johnson versus Mike Tomlin, and Ben Johnson versus Vic Fangio. Ben Johnson got the answers. I ain't gonna lie, he got some answers to the test. Now he get a little weird, and I'm gonna call it out, regardless if we come out with a 30-point win or not. I know some people don't like that, but I'm gonna do it. Because I'm watching it and I'm cussing them out to y'all. Y'all got to hear my mouth during these, not mouth, but you got to hear me talk shit throughout the game. Dude, like you said, the word of the day is again. A fucking again and again. And I know y'all is mad because y'all phones was just dinging. And I was sending my brother the same shit, dude. Again, because if we lose this game, we gonna know exactly where we lost this game. But Ben Johnson, Ben Johnson made sure that shit didn't happen. So
it's always once we start getting kind of what we want to get done, he kind of started trying to he's take a little bit more risk, and then he kind of put it back in the pocket. Like, all right, let me get back to what's working. Jalen was a shell. Yeah, he definitely. I don't know, man. You could tell. It was
weird, wasn't it?
When you watch this Eagles team, it definitely don't feel the same. It don't feel the same. It does, and it's not and I want to make this clear. They do a very good job at retaining their roster from a year-to-year basis. They make sure that they don't lose a lot of key pieces. They don't lose pieces and just all of a sudden become weaker.
Well, I say you can manipulate the cap. You can do it. You can make it happen.
Yeah. So it's just I'm saying that to say I didn't expect this team to not resemble a team that I seen last year. It felt like a completely different football team that I was watching.
They were very disinterested.
Yeah, it definitely didn't. It didn't feel like it was clicking. But when you see dysfunction like that across the field, you got to take advantage. Because if it was us that was dysfunctional, and we've seen it last year, we got taken advantage of all the time. So when you see that, you got to go and get it.
Let me see. This is what I'll be talking about. So Luke, my boy, I'm glad you in. They said nearly 300 rushing yards, and they bitch about the play calling. Shame on Ben Johnson for expecting the number 1 overall pick to play like it. You get what I'm saying?
To be honest with you, I don't even know where. I gotta rewind and figure out where you figured we was complaining about the play calling. Or are you saying, is he saying the media or is he saying us? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Look, I was complaining about it at first just because it's football. I don't care who you are. He want to attach that number 1 overall pick as if the number 1 overall pick means he's God. You know what I mean? He's just gonna go out there and do anything to anybody. No, Ben John, no, or Luke, play football. Man, what is with all the antics and the bullshit that people think that's supposed to happen? Rome not gonna always he's not gonna always be our number 1 wide receiver today in that game.
Right, he was picking a lottery still.
They play two high safeties. They're not letting you beat them. Then you're not getting explosive plays in the pass game. It's not gonna happen. Caleb missed some plays, missed some passes. Guess what? You gonna keep forcing that issue, or you gonna win the fucking game, coach? Run the ball. It's been working all goddamn game. You gonna go away from it? Oh well, I got 8.8 yards per carry with DeAndre Swift. Fuck that. I got a number 1 overall pick. Let me just see what the fuck going on. Even though they haven't connected on anything. And well, they were fine. They were good. But it was a lot of miscues out there.
Yeah.
Look, man, it's okay, Luke. You know, you watching the game, you a fan too. You gotta know it's football at the end of the day. You gotta play football. Stop with the whole narratives and trying to like be right or wrong about Caleb, or right or wrong about Ben, or right or wrong about play football, man. At the end of the day, fuck, I don't give a fuck if Caleb don't throw a pass. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen Caleb. We know what Caleb can do. We've seen it. They're all growing. Let's go win these goddamn games.
I mean, who else in this draft class? Well, I never mind. That's a loaded question. We'll be here all day trying to figure out who else should have went number 1. But
yeah, you're absolutely right.
Especially when if you putting the quarterbacks in the question or whatever, because, and like I said, like when we was talking about the Patriots, like, don't get me wrong, I give Mike Vrabel and Drake May a lot of credit for what they've been able to do. Like, the picture in front of Drake May is very clear. This is why he's able to throw as higher percentage as he is, because they execute him very good. You know what I'm saying? But I look at the fact that we kind of go through it. Like, there's no way that the Patriots' schedule this year would have been harder than ours, because we played in the toughest division of football. You know what I'm saying?
We got 6 games right there. That's,
right. Like that in itself right there, it changes the scope of what the strength of schedule looks like for me. But not even like it's any given Sunday, right? So I can't take it away from them. They go out there and play who they play just the same way that we play who we play. Because I don't want to say for us, you can't blame us for who comes on our schedule when everybody's telling us you ain't beat a team that had a winning record. Well, that's their fault. That's, that's on them that they didn't win no games prior to seeing us. You know what I'm saying? But it's not going to be the game that they go and get one. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing for the Patriots on the other side. So I don't want to take the strength of schedule stuff into account, but
and that's the good thing, because we don't ever talk about Drake May. Is the comment section start talking about Drake May and what Drake May did and whatever, and based what he's doing, and they say Caleb should be doing that or whatever. And then Luke coming in with this percentage thing. I'm gonna tell you this right now, Luke. If this whole 60% shit or 70% shit you talking about mattered, I guarantee you we would not be 9-3. If Caleb not hitting 60% of his passes in the last 3 games, in 3 games this season, whatever you're trying to say, I'm not really reading the comment. If that shit actually mattered when it comes to football, like those numbers, those are numbers. Those are some numbers. I give you that. Those are some fucking numbers. But if they actually mattered when it meant lining up and winning football games, we would not be 9-3. Why don't people understand that?
It's because the weight on being a number 1 overall pick usually tells you the importance of this person in terms of how much they need to go and win these games for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, with Cam Ward on the Titans right now, granted that they didn't have a whole coaching change and all of that stuff, whatever, we kind of knew when he got drafted to the Titans, he's going to go to a team that he needs to be the guy that's going to win them these games if they're going to win. If he's not coming in like, I'm ready, they're going to have a struggle their first season, and they kind of are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything away from him, but what I'm saying is we're in a position to where we got a number 1 overall pick in quarterback, and we don't need him to be our saving grace every day of the week. That's why it's hard, because people equate that to be what it is. It's like, you need to be our savior for the team. No, we need top down to change and remold us as a new team.
He also goes on to say it's the run game and defense takeaways. Mixed it. First of all, have I shied away from what our identity was?
No, I think that's what we've been talking about this for about 3 hours and 40 minutes, Luke. Run game, they got a lot of praise from us today. And the O-line too. Don't forget about them.
And he go on to say Caleb is the weak link of the group project. Look, I'm gonna tell you, look, like this right fucking now. You have an agenda against Caleb Williams. Like, you do, because to find that and say that after we've seen Caleb single-handedly win games for us, when receivers dropping passes or the defense can't stop Jackson Dart or whatever the fuck is going on, and that's what your takeaway is, bro. Look, you can have it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Run, incomplete pass. Bears win. Yep. That's fine. Your quarterback is your quarterback, and he's going to remain your quarterback. He's going to grow it and keep growing as the quarterback. Weak link is crazy because they respect him on that team. Every person in that locker room respects him as the quarterback of the Chicago Bears, and it's a fucking blessing that we're 9-3 and we don't have to fucking depend on him to do every fucking thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think our weak link got benched by Dan Rochar sometime early in the season.
Oh my God! Oh, hey.
I think the weak link got put off the field.
I love that comeback to that. He said you could be a fan, like the player, but still critique a player. Everyone should want their QB to be great, not good.
Hey, and I'm with you on that. And don't get me wrong,
he ain't gonna be great in year 2.
We do a lot of critiquing of Caleb on this.
Oh
show.
My God, that's
But the one thing that I've been giving him flowers for, if nothing else, because I think I opened it up with talking about him not being as efficient as I wanted him to be. But if I haven't given him credit for anything else, as a quarterback, to manage the game well and not be so impulsive and make the right decisions in the right times, he's growing in that every week. And that's what's keeping us in games late. That's what's giving us the ability to come back and win these games. And that's what's giving us the ability to win a game in every type of fashion that you can imagine so far this season. So still shout outs to Caleb with his 49% throwing ass today.
Exactly. And we'll end it on that. I love that. Look, mixed it. I know you just anything else you want to say, because I'm good.
Get ready for Packers week. If y'all see something green, step on it. If you see something yellow, throw it. Tell them we don't like them all week. If you see somebody with a G on their hat, give them the stink face all week long.
Don't sugarcoat it. Don't sugarcoat it. Let this be what it is, because it is what it is. The winner of this game is going to be number 1 in the division. This we've been looking for. This is what we've been waiting for. Like I said, mixed it. We got to take care of Green Bay ourselves, because ain't nobody else getting the job done, it seemed like.
Did we just break the tie at number 2 in the NFC, by the way?
Yeah, we number 2.
We just broke the tie now?
Yeah.
It's official. It's us and the Rams.
I believe we're number 2.
We was tied for second early in the week. I think it was Rams, Eagles,
Philly,
then us.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just checking again real quick. Yeah, we're number 2. We're number 2. Rams got 2 losses. We got 3. Bear Truth said, cheers, 9-3, 1 life. Enjoy. Hope you enjoy that drink, man. It's Friday night. Usually we doing this on a Sunday night. I don't work tomorrow. Mixed it. You don't work tomorrow, do you? You don't work weekends.
I do. No, yeah,
I
do.
work weekends?
Yeah.
Or just Saturday?
Well, it's usually Saturday. I took Sundays off for the game day for the rest of the year.
My fucking boy, you gotta
I'll
take
be here
for the Bears when they play. Yeah, Grimmy, they looking good. We just talked about it, but when we get to that point, we're gonna be able to do a deep dive into that team. Bet you said smart man. Look, appreciate everybody We got 100 people right now just rocking with us right now on this Friday night. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, the Black Bear Podcast. One word, no space. If you're watching on Facebook, head over to YouTube. If you're watching on Twitter, head over to YouTube. Help us get to 600. We on the road to 1,000, but we got to get to 600 first. So we go live twice a week, Wednesday nights, and post-game shows after every single game. Is usually 3 of us, but our guy handling some business, got some technical difficulties. I'm your host, Mark Robb, with my co-host in the building, Marcus Mixed It.
Yes, sir.
We gonna see y'all next week, Wednesday. Enjoy the weekend. I hope y'all enjoyed the holiday, Thanksgiving. Bear the fuck down. Mix It, I'm right there with you. Y'all have a good rest of y'all night.
Y'all stay safe in these streets.
Absolutely. We gone. Be smooth. Peace.
Peace.